myself again, Terry. I said that I wouldn't get to the 9 o'clock hour without giving away a $100 gas card and or Visa gift card. Liar. And look at me, the liar. 9:05, 33 seconds.
Yep.
And I haven't given one away.
I know you
I don't want to start to make this a situation where it just seems like I'm giving away gas cards and Visa cards in the 9 o'clock hour every day. So I have to give one away early tomorrow.
All right.
And then at some point this week or early next week or sometime soon, I want to give away a gift card to just people in the Terry Cam chat room.
All right.
Maybe the first person to write a certain word or something like that.
Okay.
Like maybe we could have them practice right now.
Okay. Hold on. Listen up, everybody.
What word should the Terry Cam chatters have to write real quick? Like what's a real fascinating word?
People are giving suggestions already in the chat room.
Oh, yeah. The poop?
Yeah.
That's all I can come up with in the Terry Cam chat room.
There you go.
It's full of poop.
It's a good word every time, though.
Poop. Bunt. My name.
Okay, well,
So on
yeah,
and so
we'll do that at some point this week. And then also, you better get your cranking skills down pretty damn good, because at some point we're going to put a picture up this week, maybe next week, sometime soon. And the best crank that is done to that photo is going to win a $100 gift card from Visa or a gas card from Shell gasoline stations, don't you know? Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
You getting this?
I am.
But as far as today now,
Yes.
we'll just probably go with a standard little trivia question of some sort. Now, I know you've had a magazine article you've been dying to do all morning, so I don't know how we can turn that into a giveaway, but give me the title of your article, and we'll see how much we really missed out on by not getting to it this morning, and maybe we will have time. We do have a whole hour left to play with, don't you know?
Yes.
What's the title of your article that you were dying to read to us this morning that needed discussion, Terry? What do you have there?
The title is
Yes.
4 Things.
4 things. See, that doesn't take very long. 4 things done.
4 things. No, no.
4 things.
4 things you shouldn't do when you break up with someone.
Why do you keep saying you?
Because
You're putting an overemphasis on the
Okay.
word you.
Because it's not
Almost
when
annoying.
somebody breaks up with
Almost.
me. I'm making sure that you know that you're the one doing the breaking up of too.
Me?
Yeah. You're breaking up.
Thanks for
with
the
someone.
clarification.
Ooh, Crystal.
Are you trying to indicate that you're speaking to dudes, or is it me
Well,
specifically? What are you
no.
talking about?
I think it's
Are
you
we breaking
specifically. If you
up?
break up with your girlfriend, yes, today.
If I break up with my girlfriend, well, I better not tell my wife then.
That's probably
There you go.
true.
Maybe that's something.
That's the answer. Okay, now we can move on. Well, what was the question again? Read it. Just read it like normal,
All
please.
right, I will.
Yeah,
4
thank you.
things you shouldn't do when you break up with somebody.
4 things you shouldn't do when you break up with somebody.
Yes.
Huh.
When you're breaking the heart.
Oh, let's see here. Well, you shouldn't forget to get her best friend's phone number before you break up with her.
Oh,
Can I see your phone really
geez.
quick?
You got to make sure you have that. You got to make sure there aren't any sharp objects around when you're breaking up with her. You got to make sure to do it via text message. Are all these things on the list, Terry?
Best way. How about
You
no?
got to make sure you're not anywhere near her when you break up with her, Terry. You got to make sure you're not even close to being in a face-to-face situation. You got to make sure she's not home so you can just leave her a voicemail.
Jeez.
You got to make sure that she's not on the heavy period of her cycle. If you know what I'm saying. Period.
What did you just say to me?
I'm just saying I'm ending the sentence. That's why I said period.
Oh, okay.
It's just
punctuation.
just showing some audio punctuation on the program. You got to make sure she's not on at the end of that cycle. Period. Exclamation point.
Right.
No need for a comma.
Smack a face with a wink. All right. I thought we were typing here. Sorry.
Yes. All those things are very important that you got to make. What was the question? How did they phrase it again?
4 things you shouldn't do when you break up with someone.
Yeah, those are things you shouldn't or should, or I don't know if how I went about it there.
Yeah.
But all those things are important. Let me just put it that way. Make sure there are no sharp objects around, because girls can get as violent as anyone these days.
Sure.
Terry slashed a bed. She knows.
Terry slashed a bed back in the day. There are girls out there willing to slash a neck with no problem. You won't be needing your jugular, will you?
Whoa.
Now that you're broken up with me.
Doesn't sound like it.
Let's see how the next girl likes you with scars all over your face. Girls are more than capable of doing that these days, so make sure. And also make sure you're by the door if she's at your place when you're breaking up with her, so it doesn't take much to push her out of your house or your apartment.
Right. Okay.
Make sure you got a cell phone in hand so you can dial those very important 3 numbers. 911. No guy should be ashamed of calling 911 on a woman who's refusing to leave his home these days.
I thought it was 411. Domino's? Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I'll hold.
What things do they suggest that you should do when you
shouldn't do?
Oh, shouldn't do. Right. Well, I said you shouldn't forget to get her best friend's phone number because she's been checking you out. She's waiting for your call. You don't want to disappoint her.
That is kind of one on the list because it does say don't sleep with someone else.
No, you should sleep with someone else.
Well, no, you shouldn't.
You should sleep with her best friend immediately because it's long overdue. Oh, wait, you did about 6 times already during the relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. Part of the problem, really.
But you never had her number, so make sure you get her number.
I never had her number.
That's right.
Say don't drink a lot.
And make sure you get her first name, too.
I know. They say don't drink a lot.
Don't be drunk when you're breaking up with someone?
Yeah.
Well, how are you supposed to get the courage to actually break up with them if you're not drunk?
That's a very good point. Yeah, they say it won't help the person you're breaking up with. It may help you a little bit by,
Oh, so you shouldn't do some mutual drinking before you break up with them?
Well,
since we're all sloshed and everything.
I hate you. I'm gone. Nice. Again, don't sleep with someone else. It's not the they claim.
If you get all drunk, you're just going to wind up humping, Tara. So why?
I know.
So you shouldn't drink.
I'll do it tomorrow. Damn it. What did I do?
I'll do it tomorrow, but I'll do this tonight. Yeah.
Put that off one more day.
Oh, my
Does it say anything about having sex before you break up?
It just says don't sleep with someone else.
So not with that person.
Not with.
Doesn't say.
So it doesn't say not to sleep with that person you're about to break up with.
Yeah, you probably don't want to tell them right in the middle of the act.
What if right before you nut?
Oh, wow.
Hey, honey,
yes.
I want to break up with you. Oh.
Hey, turn around. I got something to tell you.
I definitely want to break up with you.
Turn around. I got something to tell you. I think I want to break up with you.
That is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be face to face, so turn around. I have something to tell you. Yeah.
You ever just blown someone out of the water, though? Breaking up with them? Just blindside them with they have no idea it's coming?
I don't think any woman has really been blindsided or blown away by the thought of not being able to be around me.
Okay, well.
So the answer, if I'm answering honestly, is no.
Cowgirl wasn't upset?
You? Oh, I don't want to. I'm trying to play humble here, Terry. Of course, they're all left devastated and hearts hanging out of their chests. What do you expect?
Well, it doesn't mean that you're bragging, but, when you break up with someone, it hurts.
I think it is kind of coming off as bragging if you're saying outwardly, like, oh, yeah, I left so many girls devastated.
Well, at least one. Just blown someone out and they don't see it coming, but you just want it out so bad.
Surprised, like, wow, I know we were having problems, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah, we actually have a trip to Disneyland planned.
Yeah.
When I was telling you about dialing 911 to get a girl out of my joint, I was speaking from personal experience.
Oh, wow.
I had the cops come to my house to get a girl out of my place, and then they turned it on me, asking her if I was hitting her.
Wow. Do we know her?
When she had no marks on her, I called them.
Tell me I know.
All right? I called them to get this girl removed from my apartment at the time because it's a nice view apartment, though. Don't get me wrong, it's a little cheap deal. Anyway, I called 911.
Right. That's kind of braggy.
To get this girl.
if you want to go braggy.
How do people live on that? Here's the
First
point.
or second?
First or second apartment?
Yeah. Because both.
The first one was...
Zine.
Yeah.
No, second was Zine?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Second one.
Okay.
Second one.
Oh.
Waterview.
Right. Well, both did it, didn't they?
No, first one.
No. First one was...
First one was City. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Anyhow.
How do you live in the city?
I think I know who this one was.
Yes, you probably do. Anyway, I called 911 because she's refusing to leave my place. I tell her it's over, get the hell out. Not in, mean terms like that. I'm like, come on, let's just be mature. Let's move on with our lives. Get the hell out.
But you told me you left me.
Don't make me drag you out by the hair. Those kind of mature things, Terry.
Right.
And she's refusing to leave.
Mature?
She's refusing to leave. So I, like a dummy, looking back on it, it was stupid of me, but I called 911, and the cops show up.
911. It's great.
It's pretty lame. I'm pretty embarrassed about it. I can't believe I'm telling the story, but I tell everything on the air. I call the cops to get her out.
Yes.
And she doesn't have a mark on her. There's no reason whatsoever to suggest that I laid a hand on her. And they're asking questions to her as to whether I hit her, beat her, or whatever kind of her,
Mm-hmm.
Did I this, that, or the other to her?
She's thinking, well, he just broke up with me, so yep.
And that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
she could have very easily, because I was telling her to get out, I'm thinking, man, she could just totally make up something right here because she's got to be mad at me.
Down the river.
Right.
But thankfully, for whatever reason, she didn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
She could have easily been in a situation where inspired to lie based on what we had been through for the hour before I called 911 trying to get her out of my place. She could have easily said, oh, he hit me so hard.
And for her honesty, she was rewarded with the poop job 2 years later. No?
No, not that one.
No, not that one.
No, I was kind of kidding, but there was one like that.
I know, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got the wrong one. I've bought.
You've done a few.
Anyways, it's one that
You've
hit
done
me.
a few.
I've bought. Well, 2 girls. I've bought boob jobs. Well, that's pretty embarrassing too. I shouldn't admit that either.
Chicken them out.
I want
Chicken them
those
out,
back,
right?
by the way, and my VCR.
And Vinny, if you needed a boob job, I'd buy you one.
Really? Well, thank you.
Don't
I
worry
appreciate
about it.
Okay.
Is this the one that hid in the garbage room?
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I liked her.
Yes, that's this one.
Really?
She never got a boob job from me. She didn't need no boob job.
She didn't.
No.
I heard.
She's a little nuts, though. Oh, she was nice, but she had her issues,
Yeah,
right?
she was a little nuts. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, when you're naked
But you
in the
like that?
garbage room.
Yeah, that sounds a little nuts.
You like that in a woman. She
Yeah.
got so drunk that, that was the old apartment.
That's what I was asking. That's what I was thinking.
I knew, I was on the phone, and I knew she was naked in my apartment. Then when I got off the phone, I was looking for her all over my apartment, for those who don't know the story, and she was nowhere to be found.
You were leaving me a message.
So I went down the hallway to where you put the garbage in the garbage chute, and there she was, all naked in the garbage room,
Oh, my
giggling and
God.
covering herself.
wow.
The hell?
Imagine.
What the hell are you doing
one of
down
your
here? And what if it
neighbors.
wasn't me who opened this door and saw
So
some
it was okay?
naked, big-breasted woman in the garbage room?
Wasted.
Like bugging.
Just bugging out, totally. Totally wigged.
I remember.
Wow, I remember her.
Yeah.
Y'all must have went hard that night.
I don't even think.
She's the one you bought the camera for, as opposed to the diamond ring.
Yeah, and she
Right?
she
Is
got
that the one?
upset about that
Do we
one.
have to go over every story I've ever
Yes,
told
we
about
do.
her?
She's the one that took a swing at you when I was running the board.
She's the one.
Oh, my God.
You look better.
She's the one who I bought a camera. Was it for Christmas or what was
Yes,
it for?
it was for Christmas.
Yeah, I bought
because
it.
you guys had a trip coming up.
We had a trip. We were going away
Right,
to
right, right, right.
Yes.
New York City for a little Christmas in New York City, and I bought her a camera. It
Right.
was like,
Disposable.
no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. But it was a practical
God.
gift, and she was
And she
expecting
was
more.
pissed off that that's what she got for Christmas.
Yeah.
Are you
That was a good
serious?
sign you had to get out, though.
Pissed.
Yes.
She got mad because you bought her a gift?
She got mad that it wasn't the gift that she wanted.
Yeah,
They've been together a little
understand the
while.
gift.
I don't think
that
she wanted an engagement ring. She just didn't like
She
the
wanted-
camera.
All right, maybe some
I thought it was
diamond
a
earrings.
little
She wanted an engagement ring, but I think if I would have bought her like some kind of nice jewelry,
She would have been
happy about it.
Right. But you got her a camera.
I got her a camera, and she was pissed. As soon as she opened it, she just had this look on her face like, I am pissed.
And you started ducking.
And I was just like, should I leave, or... I thought most people would think a camera's a nice
Right.
gift.
And yeah.
She was just
She's
like...
not most people, though.
And on top of that, I don't want to, again, sound not humble here, but I was paying for the whole trip
I know.
to Dallas and then
I
New York.
know. It was a
we went
huge
to Dallas
trip.
to see her family,
Right.
and then New York for Christmas skating around Rockefeller Center.
Right,
trying
and
to
it
go like
was,
a
and I
sappy
remember,
lover's crest.
yes, I totally remember.
And what do I get for that? I'm pissed.
Smack upside the head.
I'm like, are you the same girl that was naked in the garbage chute room last week? And you are sitting there like all pissed? Expecting some engagement ring?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
And lucky for you, here she is. Wow. Imagine. Take a swing at you when she comes in.
You think she would now? Have you seen her?
She once took a swing at my eye.
One of the first times I met you.
And I was so upset by it that instead of, I could have taken my frustrations out other places, but I went to... I met up with Hotshot. Let's just put it that way. Not for any kind of sexual act. I don't want to sound that way.
Jeez, no one was thinking that.
All right.
I do remember the phone call back to her, though.
Is it warm in here or what?
No, telling these stories is making you a little warm.
Is it that?
Maybe that's it.
Something's not right in here, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
Smell or
It's a
heat?
smell, it's a heat, it's in everything. I hate it like this.
Yeah.
I want to give away something nice right now, Terry.
Okay.
What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Give me a stat of the day. Give me
okay.
something that would indicate a way to give away a gift card. I can't think straight when it gets hot and smelly in
I
here.
know.
Go ahead. What do you
Well,
have?
I've got two options for you.
Yes.
What % of men said that they would cheat if the person that they were cheating with was a celebrity? Or No, not feeling it.
Go ahead.
Okay, or the other one is, what percent of men said that they are faithful and would never cheat?
See, when you do it like this, all you get is people calling in going, 33,
Nope.
44,
Wrong.
55,
Nope.
What do you
62%.
Wrong.
So just saying it's not all that exciting. What percent of what? What was the second one?
What percent of men said that they are faithful and would never cheat?
All right, first person can call in and guess within 100.
1,024%.
That's not going to do it for you.
Should I clear this?
Yes, we'll take the first caller who can get within 100. All right? And there's your winner. So basically what I'm trying to say is, more or less, it's going to be the first caller.
Wow.
Is going to get themselves something nice this morning. Yes, you're on the air. Hello. Hello?
Somebody said play Card Sharks.
Hello. You're on the air.
Thanks, correct.
On the air.
Okay, 15%.
15%.
15% of honest men. 15% out of.
Is that within 100 percentage points of the correct answer, Terry? Well, what is the... Let me find out for sure. What is the exact number of men who said they wouldn't cheat under any circumstances,
Exact
no
number
matter...
out of 100. Out of 100?
Hell would have to
freeze over.
Would you stop talking?
Dude.
You basically got yourself a gift card. Can you shut your yap?
All you can do is lose it from here.
All you can do is screw it up for yourself. My gosh. You got yourself a gift card. Can I just make it official for you without you talking a mile a minute? Terry, what is the exact percentage?
What are your chicks left, yeah?
Oh, man. And can you turn down your radio?
Out of 100?
Everyone take a breath mint right now. Everyone. Across the board.
Oh.
Something's not right here. Something stinks in here. What percent? What percent, Terry?
53%.
53%? Is that within 100 points of 15 that he guessed,
I would
Terry?
say sure.
53% of men said they wouldn't cheat under any circumstances.
Right.
My ass.
They said that they are faithful.
That is right.
You know what? I don't need commentary from
What?
you, the caller. All right?
Calm down, dude.
I don't need to double down on ass here. Who are you?
Oh, my
That he
God.
can't answer. That he has no response for. Who are you?
Oh, this is Neil.
Neil?
Neil, yes.
Neil.
Yes, sir. Or you can call me a mouthful of blood.
You know what? I'll call you Neil instead of mouthful of blood.
Yep. Biting your tongue, you know what I'm saying?
Do I need to be giving this guy a gift card?
Yeah, he
no.
might be the most annoying person in the world.
Not finding many Neils out there either anymore these days. All right, Neil, guess what?
What?
You have a choice. You can either take $100, and basically it turns out to be the same thing, Visa card or a $100 gas card. Which do you want, sir? You're
You
a
know
winner.
what? I drive a Caddy B8 North Star. I'm going to take the gas card.
It's so funny where people's minds out there. That's really the only reason I asked this question, because you could use a Visa card at a gas station.
Right, yeah.
This is the
And
world
yet
today,
I make it like a big deal. You can make a big decision right now, Neil. Do you want a
I know, it's the exact same.
you want a gift card or a gas card? So far, both people are like, oh, gas card. I need
Right.
gas.
This shows
Gas card, man. You should have
The
price
truth,
in
of
the
the truth of the matter is we do have both. Things smell a lot better in here already, by the way. Somebody was funking up this joint. And it doesn't really matter what you choose, Neil. Do you get the point? All right, doesn't matter. You
Yeah, it
won.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can
All
just
right. You won yourself a gas card. Congratulations. We'll
Thank
take it
you
from
very
our
much.
gas
You won. You're the man.
Oh, jeez.
This is the Filipino guy calling too. Thank you.
This is what?
Representing the Filipinos.
You're Filipino?
Hell yeah, I'm Filipino. I'm sorry.
Wow, would you have ever predicted that, Terry?
No.
A Filipino dude who can't shut up?
Filipino guys aren't normally annoying, though. I don't know.
Filipino guys are usually kind of soft-spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
They are.
I just sent my this guy on a plane.
Are you on something this morning?
Me, I'm actually working.
Oh, yeah? What do you do?
I work at Microsoft.
Oh, all right.
Huh?
What do you do for them?
Yeah.
I thought people at Microsoft and all the...
Kind of introverts.
Yeah, they're kind of mellow and shy and awkward. Not you? Well, you're a little awkward, but kind of extroverted.
You can kind of say that. You can kind of say that.
Are you like involved in writing software in some capacity or what?
You can say that, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of things we could say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, Neil. You've won a $100 gas card.
Thank you very much.
Probably people who work for Microsoft don't need it as bad as some other people in the listening audience, but you won
That
it.
is true, but you know.
But didn't you hear him brag about the car that he drives?
I work in the cafeteria, too, man, so not everyone's rich.
You won it fair and square.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, I'm kind of curious. What do you do for Microsoft?
Okay, if I tell you, I might get fired. Seriously.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not supposed to be on the phone right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
He's
I
not
don't want you to get
supposed
fired.
to be.
All right, hang on the line.
I am.
Thank you.
Hang on the line.
Thank you.
Why would he get fired for saying what you do for a living?
Well, maybe he's supposed to be working right now, and if he indicates what kind of job he's specifically doing, they'll be like, oh, I was wondering where that little guy was.
Where's Neil? We're this close to the merger. Where's Neil?
We need him bad.
A lot of Neils coming over from the Philippines to America.
Right. Yeah, Microsoft, they're pretty lax, so I don't think that would really matter, but oh well.
Well, never know. Things are a little shaken up at Microsoft as we speak right now.
That's true.
They ain't getting Yahoo. Got to work a little harder, boys.
Work a little harder for a Yahoo. We've all done it.
Mm-hmm. We've all worked overtime for a Yahoo. Well, there you go. There's today's little giveaway.
So first thing tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow,
bright and early.
I don't know about bright and early. I don't know about first thing tomorrow, but we do it like way early tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
And as I mentioned, don't let me forget about a special Tari Cam giveaway.
Yes.
A crank photo giveaway.
Yes.
And some other specialized giveaways, because we'll be giving away gift cards, we'll be giving away gas cards for the near-term future, Terry. Until the pile runs dry, and the pile's pretty high right now.
Good deal.
You like it when the pile's high, Terry?
Oh, sure.
Sounds like a good morning to me.
Okay. The T-Man Show. You're telling me, Terry, that to your knowledge, granted there's not much of it, gay phone operator, I'm just playing that really. The gay phone operator called the Stickam administration to get Ace Jack banned, and it worked. And now Ace Jack cannot get on Tari Cam from his home computer.
Right, because when you ban, as opposed to kick, it's the IP address from the
how is he able to, in his sniveling ways, how even was gay phone operator able to convince the Stickam people to ban Ace Jack, Terry? How is he able to...
Well, because...
Well, this is very... this could be undone as quickly as it was done by gay phone operator. All we have to do is make a couple of phone calls. So Ace Jack doesn't have to worry, even though he can't get on this morning.
Right.
And he's very frustrated.
Right.
Because there's no reason that I see why Ace Jack should be banned at all. I don't see why anyone should get a ban.
Right.
Although I have heard if you call the Stickam people or email them, it does take some time for them to get back to you, and it does take a little while to get your account.
How is he able to get that done, Terry?
Because
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Well, not only that, but also, too, remember, once somebody flags a person, he gets everybody else to flag. So all the Rainbow Coalition start flagging.
Right,
And
if you get more than one complaint.
I don't understand those specifics. I don't want to understand the specifics of Tari Cam like that. I didn't even want to talk about Tari Cam in these kind of discussions. But when you bring up to me that he was able to go behind the scenes and ban...
It's not even his room, you know?
Exactly. And yet he's with the audacity to go about telling Stickam that they must ban this person, and then they went ahead and did it.
Yeah.
Ace Jack, you don't have to worry. We'll take care of it.
Oh, you will take care of it for me?
Yes, we will, Ace Jack, all right? I'm sorry this happened to you.
Yeah, it's happened to me, like 5 times already.
He actually is starting to sound more and more like John. He's actually starting...
Hey, can you let me sign off with the show today?
See? It is him.
Just to get back at Gay?
You're not the same person as John, are you, Ace Jack?
Say what? Am I the same
We've
person?
seen him.
Who's the girl with her baby up on Tari Cam this morning? Should that be against the rules? It's a cute baby, I'll tell you that right now. I'm not talking code. She really does have her baby up on Tari Cam this morning.
I know.
It's not like I'm speaking. She legitimately is holding her child up to the camera, Terry, and I don't know. That is a cute baby. I have admitted all that, but does that make people kind of reluctant to say what's on their mind in full, or what?
Oh, no, people.
Amber looks pretty good, too. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes. She's laughing.
And she likes to do it. Has a baby.
Wow.
She did it at least once. It's a good sign. Good place to start.
Well, what message is she trying to send by holding her baby up to the camera?
I don't know.
I like to do it, and I also need someone to take care of me.
Date me, and you can pay for this. It's all yours.
If the price is right.
That's right.
She said, thanks,
a brand
Tian.
new car.
Is she getting a lot of comments? Is there any kind of commentary that you recall being thrown her way? I mean, I'm sure the typical, how would you like another? Something like that has been tossed out there through the morning. But has she been up there for a while with the baby?
Yeah, well, on and off. She's been on Tari Cam all morning. But she's been on and off with the baby.
On and off with the baby this morning. Sometimes, is she holding the baby right now?
No, she's not right now.
Oh, the baby's not there. Where's the baby right now?
Where's the baby?
Hold the baby
now,
up, Amber.
Amber, where's the baby? I'm waiting. Somebody said under the bed.
I get it.
Oh, she's in her jumper. I'll get her.
With the bathwater.
Ace Jack.
Yeah.
You sound a little disgruntled this morning, disheartened. I could understand. I don't know how he was able to pull that off. I'll never put one past gay phone operator, but and he will always go to great lengths to do whatever he can to antagonize someone who is his enemy. So it's not surprising in that facet, but it's disturbing nonetheless. And I'm apologizing that this happened to you, that you weren't able to enjoy your Terry Cam experience this morning.
I think Les would be more of gay phone operator and a Terry Cam.
Well, we've embarked on a less is more gay campaign, at least for the immediate future.
Wow, I have the sticker.
I may have to put him on tomorrow morning.
My friends love that.
Because there's something else that I can't even ignore that's happened with gay phone operator that I may have to bring onto the air tomorrow morning, Terry.
Oh, no, he's straight.
As much as I've tried. No, he's not straight.
Okay.
As much as I've tried to maintain this less is more, and I've done a good job over the past week, Terry. There's been really no appearance of gay phone operator on the program over the past week. But tomorrow morning may break that string.
Uh-oh.
What? Is the baby up there or what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cute baby.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's fun for the whole family. And there's your living proof. It's Terry Cam.
Oh, jeez.
Now, what are you trying to say, Ace Jack?
He said he wants to sign off.
You want me to sign off?
You want to do the sign-off?
Yeah.
You sure you're ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
You sure you don't want to go for a couple of sessions of coaching from John?
No, sorry.
All right.
I think I got this.
If you're prepared, if it pisses off gay phone operator, anything that can antagonize him just a tiny bit to get even a little bit for you, Ace Jack, is fine with me. Go ahead.
Okay, remember to tune into the T-Man in the Morning Show tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. on KUBE 93, WOW 94.9, and Z100 in Portland. And remember, you can also see Terry, Cam, whatever, on the TManShow.com. Have a great day, everybody.
That's all right.
Not bad.
Yeah, for a first-timer.
I thought it would be.
Yeah, I did too.
Why does it seem to be the same personality type that is just the rival of gay phone operator?
Yeah, John, I know, that's true. I think John has like an evil twin, or he has like a spawn. He just kind of splits in half. Now there's two of them. He unzips himself, and here comes Ace Jack.
Here comes Ace.
We'll have to send Ace Jack and John over to visit gay someday.
Yes. Somebody said stupid idiot.
And Vinnie.
We all know who that came from.
Gay phone operator's calling Ace Jack a stupid idiot? And what would gay phone operator have as far as self-commentary this morning? What would he be? If Ace Jack is a stupid idiot, can gay phone operator now write on Terry Cam what he thinks he is? How would he self-evaluate himself?
Oh, we do know he's flat screen free, right? At least.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still contemplating whether to buy him one or not.
Oh.
And he had the remote and the batteries now, right?
How would he describe himself?
He describes himself as a great promo for the show.
A great promo?
Apparently.
What does that mean? A great promo.
I don't know. He's not. Maybe he's not. I don't know what he's saying.
Well, can you read?
I am. Great promo for the show. Let's see what else he can do. That's not what that meant. I'm, it's scrolling. Hey, you're asking me to read.
Right, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
Jesus Christ.
Huh?
That's what I'm reading. He's writing.
Don't worry. It's all right. I should have asked. Sorry I did. The T-Man Show. Is he right, Terry? I mean, you're shoddy. Come on. You want a hug and a thug? What do you want?
Oh, hug and thug all the way.
Yeah, there you go.
Thugs hug the right way.
Only thugs hug the right way? Wow, that's a big statement.
Yeah, shoddy in the club.
Oh, I don't get that part. Anyhow, you been in the club? Oh, good.
How'd you know?
Anyhow.
Last weekend, hit it up.
I got one of those sweater vests. I got a sweater vest in the studio this morning. It's always nice to see a nice sweater vest.
Right. Matching jeans, too.
Matching jeans. I think they're just jeans, but...
They have a nice little swirl design, though, on the little back pocket, though.
Yeah, they came together.
Remember? Yeah.
Oh, swirls on both.
Swirls on both.
Wow. I guess I did do my job. And
you didn't realize you like to pick off the The hangers, you like to pick the swirly clothes?
I didn't know. I guess the little...
Because you have a swirl on your sweater vest.
Okay, and tell me where the swirls are on mine.
Apparently, Terry's saying there's a swirl in your back pocket. She's been checking out your ass.
Well, because I walked in behind him.
Oh,
okay. Jeez. I'm just saying.
All right.
Thank you for looking at my ass this morning, Terry. Makes me feel good about myself.
What kind of jeans you got on?
I don't really know.
Oh, those kind of the best. Anyway.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. You see Iron Man again yesterday?
No.
Oh.
But a third time wouldn't be
broke
out of the
streak?
realm. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Have you seen it once yet?
I keep trying to see if I can figure it out.
What's going on during the day?
All right, you have a little 3-year-old and a 1-year-old and figure it out.
I'll come over and babysit.
All right? Oh, okay.
Well.
All right, I'll take you up on it.
I'll play with the kids.
Okay. It's more than just playing with the kids.
I'll feed the kids, whatever I got to do with the kids.
Oh, but he knows what that's like.
No, for you to see
Iron
Iron
Man.
I'll see Iron Man. Don't worry about it. If I didn't see it on a Tuesday, it's not the biggest deal. I'll see it. Don't worry. I have plans. Yes.
It'll probably be in the theater for another month and a half, right? It'll be there forever.
Yes.
All summer, probably. Half the summer.
Iron Man will be there for at least a month.
But then people will start leaking, different parts of the movie.
It's already leaked.
No.
Everyone is already leaked. Okay?
Okay.
Those who are going to be leaking have leaked. Okay. It is a hump day, Terry.
Yes, it is.
Which means some serious hump day action this morning.
All right.
All right. We have $100 gift cards we must share with the community.
Right. You're going to do a little early one.
Yeah,
right?
we're going to do it early this morning. Make sure you keep me on that, Terry.
I will.
Little hump day relationship Wednesday situation going on.
Yes.
So we will come back and all that started right under these words. The T-Man Show.
Scarlett Johansson hit the carpet the day news of her engagement hit the press.
Oh.
Notice the nice new rock on her finger?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Congrats to her and beau Ryan Reynolds,
Right.
who we're told was working.
Uh-huh. He wasn't with her, huh? He was working.
I guess so.
Alrighty. Honey, I can't make it home tonight.
Yeah, sorry, working. Stuff going on.
Now that we're engaged, I can do this stuff, right? I don't have to,
Be seen with you?
well, no, I don't have to check in. I don't have to do the things I used to do when we were first dating, and I had to do everything right. Now, I gave you a ring. We're settling down. I can be a bastard.
All right.
Yeah, I can't make it. Got stuff to do. Okay.
Oh, well.
See that, ladies? Even Scarlett Johansson and her perfect boobies can get calls from her men like so.
I have a great new picture of her, by the way, if need be, with her showing the ring and massive cleavage.
Really?
Yeah, great.
What do you...
All right. Pasty, get on it.
You must share.
I will.
Okay.
She's really showing off the ring and her gigantic cleavage.
That's exactly why I want to see it.
The ring, right?
The ring, that's yes.
The ring, you want to see a large rock?
Of course.
Look down.
There'll be a large rock, all right. Pasty, print that out for me, and then we'll throw it up on the tmanshow.com. You can crank away at her very perky, oversized boobies with her manly-sounding voice. Oh, it's the perfect package. Yes. Let me see the picture first before you throw it up there to make sure it hasn't been over-advertised here.
Yeah, that's true.
We have a woman on the line who's waiting to tell us all about how she started a casual sexual relationship with a coworker, Terry.
All right.
And she wants to know if she's doing the right thing. I think it's a little late for her to figure things out at this point. She's already knee-deep in it.
Okay.
But we will put her on the next couple of seconds. But do you have anything you need to tell me right off top this morning? Or
Sure,
what?
I can tell you all kinds of stuff, actually.
Oh, wow. That's very talented of you. Okay. What can you tell me?
First of all,
Give me a quick story.
rumors that Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon did not have a prenup are false, because apparently she did.
She has a prenup.
Yes.
Well, then why was it reported so widely that she didn't make Nick Cannon sign a prenup?
I think it's...
Nick Cannon signed a prenup?
Apparently so. Mariah... now, this is
He's
according...
like, yeah, no problem. Give me the pen.
This is according to People Magazine, E! Online. They're the ones who are reporting and confirming that, yes, she did have a prenup, because supposedly she told a friend, quote, anyone who thinks we didn't have a prenup is smoking something.
Is smoking something.
Smoking something.
I'm sure she's been smoking something lately.
Okay.
And
So,
his name is Nick Cannon.
Yeah. And People.com is going to post exclusive pictures from their wedding.
Well, that's kind of sad that Nick Cannon was forced to sign a prenuptial agreement to marry Mariah Carey.
Why?
Why is it sad? Because I don't feel like any man should have to do that.
Well, but
I think
yet,
it's swallowing some serious pride.
But if it was the other way around,
Hold on,
you'd
let me
have
see.
a woman do it.
I mean, Scarlett Johansson looks terrible here, first of all.
I don't think.
I didn't look at her face.
I've never thought she was very attractive.
Yeah, now that I'm going down, first thing I have to look at is her face. I'm sorry. Her face looks bad.
Really?
In this picture,
yeah,
yes.
But she's not really.
Her face looks bad. Okay, she's got a ring on her finger, yes. And her chest situation looks ridiculous.
Real and real big.
Are they real?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's got a couple of years left of that kind of firm and
perkiness,
yes.
She did win the lottery of breasts, no question. Congratulations, Scarlett.
Look at some guy over her shoulder just trying to, like, even though he's got a bad angle, still trying to look at her cleavage. Pasty, put this picture up immediately on the tmanshow.com.
I mean, like the nerve of guys to like stare at someone's cleavage is unbelievable.
Let people wrestle with the choice of being able to see Terry Free and her perky boobies on the tmanshow.com or Scarlett Johansson's picture, which they can crank away.
There you go.
Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do.
Uh-oh.
This is as good a picture of... I'm waiting for the perfect picture this week, or as close enough to crank for a $100 gift card, and the best crank. You like this one?
I actually do, because I think that there are a lot of things that you could definitely, because the way it's kind of open and you...
Terry, say no more. Say no more!
Finally, you said that.
Yes. Oh, just after all these years. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put this picture up on the tmanshow.com. By 9 o'clock this morning, the person who's come up with the best crank. And how do we decide on the best crank? Well, it's a combination of creativity and overall humor level and what else factors into...
Artistic ability, maybe? No?
Well, I mean, it's not really... Yeah, I guess to some degree. Artistic ability,
there's plenty of things that you can do.
It's not like they're sitting there free-handing the Hillary Clinton likeness that they'll throw on top of...
Yeah.
I don't want people to get too bogged down with thinking they have to be all artistic, because that'll take away perhaps from their creativity. I mean, I want them to use like Barack Obama and Hillary hanging over her shoulder as the devil and the angel. Who knows? I don't know. Just whatever you think makes the picture funny / interesting. Overall interest level, outrageousness, perhaps a tinge of that. I don't want you to feel like any one of these things is absolutely necessary, however. Creativity and the ability to make us laugh is always...
So some kind of witty catchphrase or something there?
Let's just put it this way. We'll know the best crank when we see it.
Good deal.
And the person who best cranks this picture of Scarlett Johansson... with dude, even though he's got a terrible angle in which to look at her breasts, is still trying.
Anybody have a chair or a stool for me?
Whoever comes up with the best crank is going to win a $100 gas card or Visa card. Their choice. Their choice.
Wow.
So start cranking. Pull out the cranker.
Whoa.
TheTManShow.com. You sure this is the picture you want to go with, Terry?
Yes.
Because I told you at some point this week I was going to put a picture up there in which you can crank, and the best crank would win the gift or gas card. You sure you want to make this the one?
Yes.
Okay, this one is fun for the whole family?
I think so.
Okay, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Now that I put it that way.
Yeah.
I could come up with better pictures, but they may not be as fun for the whole family.
Right.
I guarantee you when the crankers are done with it, it won't be fun for the whole family. But the picture itself is fun for the whole family.
Right.
Okay.
I agree.
Now, Sarah, as I talked about just a couple of seconds ago.
Yes.
At least from what she's telling Pasty Dave, unless she's fibbing in some fashion, is a person who just started a casual sexual relationship with someone in her workplace. A dangerous situation, but can be very fulfilling. She is on the line, already having some doubts about her choices in life.
Marty.
As it pertains, especially over the past few days or weeks. Sarah,
okay.
when did this casual little hush-hush office relationship begin?
I would say like 6 months ago.
Oh, that long ago.
Wow.
All right, so this isn't something that new. This is something that started, good, 2007 kind of situation, and it's still happening, and now all of a sudden you're doubting yourself to the point where you're calling us. You didn't call us back in November. You're calling us now.
Yeah.
Well, it was mainly just like talking, and then we just recently, like 2 months ago, started having sex.
Oh, so it's two. That was really my question. When did you cross the line? I mean, if everyone called in that's talking with a coworker, we'd have pretty much a lot of people hanging on the lines. You know what I'm saying? Not that big a deal. But when you cross the line and have casual office, in the office, storage room, outside the office, Motel 6 kind of coworker sex, that's the question I'm asking. You crossed the line 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You crossed the line.
Uh-oh.
Dude, you crossed the line.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been in this line of employment? How long have you had this particular job?
About a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Year and a half, 2 years ago. How long have you known this guy as far as aware that he's been on the planet?
Since he was working there before I was.
So he was there when you got there?
Yeah.
On the first day, do you remember seeing him or no? First day of first day, you noticed him.
Yeah.
And when you saw him for the first time, what thoughts ran through your mind and or loins? Do women have loins or just men?
Women have loins.
I think we have loins. I think we all have loins.
Did the question stand? What went through your mind and your loins?
Nothing at the time because
Really?
I was engaged.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and of course, a man is not attractive if you're engaged. A man isn't turning you on. A man isn't handsome. A man isn't anything if you're engaged.
Wow.
She was engaged at the time, so she didn't notice anything going on in the world except the fact that she was engaged. Isn't that nice, Terry?
Nice.
Isn't that what we want to hear as men out of all our fiancés?
I'm sure.
So you were engaged at the time, and then that dude ran for the hills, and you found yourself alone again. And all of a sudden, you realized how good-looking, perhaps, I don't want to put words in your mouth, this coworker of yours, maybe he's ugly and he just has a very good personality, maybe he's ugly and has no personality, but he has a lot of money. You tell me what made you first notice this particular coworker.
We were working out together, actually, and...
Do you have an office gym? A lot of offices have their own gyms now.
No, I'm a trainer for the YMCA, and he pushes papers. He does, like, the registration stuff.
Well, you're getting pretty specific as to what you guys do. I mean, you got to be aware of that. All right, so you're a personal physical trainer.
Yeah.
Wow. And you like guys. All right. And he worked kind of at a desk, and you noticed him, and he'd been checking you out doing the tricep press downs for many a week before you first noticed him, I'm sure. And, you know, the way you inspire people to get interested in their lat pull downs really got him excited, and he probably wanted you for longer than you did him. Is that fair to say or no?
I would say that's fair.
All right. And then what started your little camaraderie together?
We just pretty much decided on it. I don't know. We just went out one night, and one thing led to another, and we just started having sex.
No, I'm not. Okay, before the sex, what made you two first connect as far as just, it just started casually, a little talking in the shop there, and then...
Yeah.
You
Pretty
like
much,
sit-ups.
yeah.
I like sit-ups. We should go out.
Ooh, sit-ups together.
Mm-hmm.
Very romantic.
Yeah.
And then 2 months ago, what allowed it to be taken to such... Yeah, the next level. You guys went out together, just hanging out as friends, and before you knew it, you started ripping each other's clothes off? Or come on, what happened here?
No. We it was one of his friends' birthdays, and we went out to some lounge bar place.
All right, whatever. And you get a little slosh, so the alcohol is assisting. Give alcohol another assist, Terry.
All right.
Every year in the league leader columns, you'll always find alcohol as far as the highest assists.
Yeah.
Alcohol is the Steve Nash of the sexual world.
That's a good point. Never thought of it like that.
Yes. So alcohol gets an assist because I'm sure some drinks loosened you up to make that first time happen. Amongst other things loosening you up, I'm sure a couple of high school dudes and alcohol. And
clients, you know.
Yeah, a couple of clients. And then before you know it, it's late night and the coworker birthday thing is long over, but you're still with this guy and horizontal. Is that pretty much how it went down or what?
Pretty much.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Where'd you do it for the first time?
At his house.
He took you back to his place.
Yeah.
Now, let's say you got there and his house was just totally a disaster as far as what your definition is. I mean, clothes, smelly clothes all over the floor.
It was.
It was that way.
It was a disaster, and she still went in.
Still needed it.
She answered your question without really knowing what it
Well,
was.
then give alcohol a major assist.
Oh, yeah.
If she was smelling raunchy, stinky clothes.
And didn't care?
She was smelling feet because the socks were sitting there for 2 weeks, and she still was willing to do him.
And she's
That's a big assist for alcohol.
climbing over piles of dirty clothes. I got it. Move it out of the way.
So
All off the bed, yes.
Oh, my God.
you're being done pretty big time in his place by him. And what are you thinking while sex is happening for the first time that night?
Oh, it was great sex. I don't know.
And what made it great sex, Sarah?
The alcohol.
A lot of biting and scratching and
biting.
ass
A lot of biting, scratching, and ass slapping.
slapping. Right.
Okay, which order of preference would you put those in as far as what you enjoy, as far as making your sexual experience that much more big time? Do you like the biting, number one, the ass slapping, number one? Which goes to the number one spot as far as if I could only have one of those things by a guy? I'd like all three, but if I could only get one, that's the one I really like the best. The biting, the scratching, or the ass slapping?
Definitely the biting.
You like to be bitten. She likes to be bitten, Terry.
Okay, well, I have a lot of questions from the Terry Cam chatters who are wondering where the hair pulling is, the nipple biting, and all
Well,
that.
these are
Why do you think
standard.
it's on the number?
If you're...
Whoa, Terry, settle
Well, no,
down.
I'm just letting you know what they're asking because
Those are her
she's
questions.
bringing
All
up the
inside of Terry's
biting
mind.
and the
I know.
slapping and the scratching, so they're curious.
What if he bites you on the ass in a slapping way that leaves a scratch? Is that...
That's a great question.
Is that...
That works too.
That's like a combination of all three, right? You like it rough.
Yes, love it.
And where's your
Whoa,
favorite place to be?
loves it.
Where's your favorite place to be bitten during sex? If you could only have one spot to be bitten,
On my shoulder.
on your shoulders. You like your shoulders? Bite my shoulder now. Is pretty much your request.
Yeah.
That was my only experience with the shoulder, too.
Is it more
Weird.
the trap?
Well, I mean, I think it's the way you're positioned.
Is it more the trap or the deltoid you like bitten?
Trap or the delta? Well, G-Man, let's see.
I'm just trying to picture where she, in fact, likes to be bitten the most. Is it more the trapezius muscle or is it more the deltoid area?
It's more
Or collarbone-ish kind of stuff?
more collarbone-ish.
You like your collarbone bitten?
Closer to the neck.
Uh-huh. Like more on the neckline, but in the shoulder region.
Kind of like where you massage somebody, probably.
But do you like to be clamped down on with his teeth on your collarbone to the point where he's going
I
to
get teeth
leave?
marks.
You like teeth marks in your collarbone when good sex is done?
Yes.
And do you and you leave teeth? Yeah.
Bite on my collarbone. Like
Yeah.
a common
Well,
dog chewing on a
yeah.
bone. Wow. It's interesting. You like more of a gnawing or just a chomp?
Kind of like just clamp down, hang on for dear life. It's that kind of thing.
Is it one big or is it like a nuzzle gnawing kind of biting on your collarbone?
Like a nuzzle
But that wouldn't be as rough as him biting like with a chomp like kind of bite down on your collarbone. That's not as rough.
I don't like him to hold on for too long.
Oh, I was going to ask that.
So it's more nibbles or is it more like bites?
Like,
Oh, geez, thank you for the...
well, I'm trying.
Yeah, that really paints the picture that much more.
She got it.
Yes. Is it more of a bite or a nuzzle nibble on your collarbone?
Both. It doesn't really bother me, just as long as.
What about when your ass is bitten? You like a nice chomp on the ass or no?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's more of a place where you can take a chomp.
Yeah.
As opposed to a collarbone. Bite chomping down.
thighs.
You chomp on
My
a collarbone, that's going to hurt a little bit.
Well, but I'm sure it's not like on the bone per se, right?
here in the front.
Really?
The front where you
But
put
like
your
neck.
look like-
I'm
look like
thinking
Terry's-
right
look
here.
like Terry's pointing
Well,
for
right
collarbone.
here because
Collarbone runs through here,
I
Terry.
understand that, but I said it's probably a little bit higher up on the meaty part more than on
closer to the neck.
Yeah,
The meatier.
she's not actually talking
Yeah, it's the
bone. So that's why I'm saying right above.
She started by saying the shoulder.
Yeah,
So I'm
but-
thinking here.
Right, I know, but she said closer to the neck.
Yes. Yeah. Very size too.
Size 2, what?
Thighs as well.
Thighs 2. You like to be bitten on your inner thighs or your outer
Inner.
thighs? Your inner thighs.
Inner thigh.
So we're getting pretty close to a bite right on the bullseye there, huh?
And, I have another question.
Oh, Terry's got another question. Yes, go ahead, Terry.
So in comparison with the fiance or boyfriend or whatever, I mean, is he just not rough enough, or?
Well, that whole thing, we just had a falling out. He cheated on me, and I just left him. So yeah.
This is why she needs to take out her aggression and violent sexual fashions with new guys.
Throw me up against the wall and bite my butt.
Leftover frustrations from the fiance, so now she demands her ass be bitten as much as possible. All right, so that's what happened on night number one. It was a pretty violent sexual night between you and the coworker after so many months of pent-up little flirtation going on, and you've been doing it with him for the past 2 months. How often would you say, since you broke the ice sexually with this coworker, have you been having sex with him?
I would say, like, 4 times a week.
4 times a week.
Yeah, a lot.
Where is the most common place? The first time was at his joint. Where's the most common place that you guys have sex over the past 2 months, 4 times a week? Is it
at his house?
At his house. You still go to his house.
Yeah.
Still invites you over. If there's a second place, what's the second most common spot you guys do it?
Our favorite hotel.
So you go to hotels. Well, why do you need a hotel? He's not involved with anyone.
Because I have a baby's dad and a baby. That's where our problem is.
So you don't feel comfortable doing it at your place?
No.
And you've told him so every once in a while you go to a hotel?
Yeah.
Well, why can't you always go to his place?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. It's smelly.
Well, so is his place.
Well, that's what he's talking about.
Your smells are grosser than his smells. Or you don't want to let him in on your secret smells.
Yes.
Again, there's some secret smells floating around the studio again this morning, so something's got to change around here real quick, because I can only concentrate so much in such tight quarters. I want everyone to be aware of that. I'm not joking around anymore. All right? If it's Pasty's chewing gum, so it can't be him. I hope it's not. Somebody has got to figure something out here. All right? All right, back to you. Sarah.
Let's go back to the biting.
I swear. Hang on, Sarah. All right? I can't do the show anymore.
All right.
All right? I'm enjoying talking to Sarah, but every once in a while I get a wave of an aroma that I can't take.
Okay.
So we have to file out one by one? We will. But someone is not taking care. Everything is magnified in here times 10. Somebody stinks. If I have to start doing the show alone because I can't work with anyone, well, that's just my personality at this point. I don't know what's happening to me. But I have a very sensitive nose. All right? And I keep saying it day after day, and no one's taking care of their business. Terry, you want to say anything? Do you smell it, or is it just me?
Well, I maybe I'm immune to it.
Am I making up these smells?
I don't.
I've smelled something from time to time.
Who knows how long Sarah can hang on?
Yeah.
Sarah, how long can you hang on? Huh? Hey?
Hello.
Yes, how long can you hang on, Sarah?
I can hang on for just a little while longer.
Oh, really?
I have to head to work.
Personal trainers do get to work pretty early.
Yeah.
Where are we going with this?
Flexible schedule.
Sarah, what was your question? What was...
Okay, the bottom line is we've been talking and dating for a while, and I was just wondering if I'm wasting my time with him or moving too fast.
You're starting to feel used. Is that what you're starting to feel here, Sarah? After 2 months, the sexual just intensity is not as top of mind anymore of how great it is and how wonderful your collarbone is being bitten. Now you're starting to feel more of a used-typed person than anything. You don't want to just be someone's sex toy at this stage in your life. You want it to be going somewhere. Is that what you're feeling, or am I overstepping? I see.
Exactly.
I understand you, Sarah.
I just didn't know if I was like Because we're both starting to develop feelings, but he's
Whatever.
worried about...
You set yourself up for this, Sarah. Don't you agree? Don't you feel like, why would you begrudge him if the realities were clear that he was just using you for sex? Would you be mad at him? You can't be mad at him. This is how it all was set up. This was pretty much the unspoken agreement when you guys decided to get together. That this was a sexual thing, and no one's responsible for anything more. But now, look how the rules change inside of the game.
Well, when emotions come into play, sure.
Now she's going to make him feel guilty that he's a bastard if he doesn't show some emotions towards her.
Well, but she even said that he does a little bit.
Bull crap he does.
I'm not really too worried if we continue on just having sex. I was just wondering if, like, my feelings that I'm developing...
He likes biting your ass cheeks and driving you home, and it doesn't go... driving it home, and it doesn't go that much further. It doesn't go any further than that, really.
Leaving you at the door and saying, have a good evening.
If it makes you feel better for him to tell you how great he thinks you are and how sweet you are and how much he feels every once in a while, if he feels like that'll make you feel better, he'll throw that out every once in a while, but it's not necessarily true. He likes driving it home and biting on your ass.
Just basically sex. That's all I should think about.
Well, that's how it all began. Why should it be any more than that? Why should he be required to step up and be responsible for any more than that?
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking if I should be too.
If you should be too? Well, apparently you're having trouble keeping yourself in that mode, so that's a problem.
Well, it's not... He's just worried about my baby dad and my baby. He doesn't know how to approach the situation.
He'll come up with any excuse as to why his feelings have to stay in check as it pertains to you, but it's probably not the truth. Guys tell women maybe 13% of the truth of what they're actually thinking and feeling, and that's a very lofty estimate. All right?
All right, well, then that works.
Now, can a normal client who strikes up a little cool relationship with you start knocking the bottom out of you too, or is this just a special little deal you have going with your coworker?
It's just a special little deal with my coworker.
Well, that's a shame. Why shouldn't you? I mean, you're a single woman. Why shouldn't you be open for more casual relationships since you seem to have a good experience? I mean, this is still a good experience with this guy, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
You can't all of a sudden get him to develop feelings. It could happen. I mean, there have been crazier things that have happened in the world that all of a sudden he slowly but surely starts to fall in love with you. But you shouldn't expect that, Sarah. Come on.
Oh, my God.
What are you, nuts?
All right, well, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was asking.
You needed me to tell you that the likelihood of him starting to drift into a true love situation with you is really not a probability. You really needed me to tell that to you. You couldn't figure that out for yourself, Sarah. You're a bright lady. You knew what you got yourself into, and you needed me to confirm for you. Really, you needed me to confirm for you that the likelihood of him falling in love with you over this little situation you guys developed for yourselves is not very highly likely. That's what you needed me to tell you?
Yes.
Oh.
I just needed to confirm it.
That's a shame, Sarah. That's a shame that you needed to hear that out loud. Because you should have... Yeah, I know you could have figured that out for yourself.
No,
I
kind of did already, but...
Yeah, exactly. These vulnerable ladies that like their collarbones bitten, Terry. Let me tell you. They like to think they're dumber than they are. I know you're not. I think a lot higher than you do, Sarah. You needed me to tell you this? Really?
I just wanted your opinion.
You want to... Is
that wrong?
No, it's not wrong, Sarah.
You give a lot of good advice over the radio.
And I can only give the proper advice. And as I said, I'm not saying it's an impossibility, but if you're sitting around waiting for this guy to fall in love with you because you guys have great sex... You can hold your breath over that one and see how blue you turn.
All right, well, then it works.
All right?
All right, thank you.
And don't be misled by some of the things he says to you every once in a while because he wants to keep this little situation you guys have developed with each other going as long as he can. All right? Don't be fooled by that. If your gut tells you he hasn't fallen in love with you, he hasn't. And the likelihood is he isn't going to fall in love with you. So don't be duped.
He loves telling his friends he's doing a trainer, by the way. Oh, yeah, this personal trainer, dude. I'm all over. So easy. One dinner, done, man.
Sarah's giggling, but she feels a little foolish right now.
Probably so.
I can feel it. I can feel it coming through the radio right now, Terry. She feels a little foolish that here she is in life, having nothing but a physical relationship with someone,
Right.
and she feels like that lowers her to some degree. You started it.
All right, well, I'll finish it.
You gonna
Wow.
finish it? So I just cock-block this guy for
No, I don't think she's me. I think she's. Are you talking about like kind of putting your feelings in check and saying, take it for what it is?
No, I'm taking that as she's going to do him for a couple of more weeks, and then she's going to slowly, gradually drift away from him because she can't take this anymore. That's
Because
why.
the emotions
That
are
is very.
That's
that
how
is
I
correct.
took it. Am I
okay.
right,
Correct.
Sarah? Yes.
Oh,
She's not going to cut him off cold turkey because she can't.
right. She's gonna slowly.
She's going to start to wean him out like a bad drug out of her system.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't want to do that cold turkey.
No.
You don't want the shakes and the
I'm
sugars.
not sure that necessarily has to happen, Sarah. I don't know if you have to slow down the intensity and the frequency in which you two get together. I think you can separate the great feelings of physical sex and not feel like you've lowered yourself as a person because you're not really with this guy doesn't have any true, authentic emotion for you. I don't think you have to feel like you've succumbed or in any way. You can. Oh, jeez. Drop the sir.
Yeah.
You can keep it going. Why do you got to stop it? You love the sex with this guy. Why should you stop something that you love on a physical level? Why?
I guess I won't. I guess I'll just keep going.
That's what I thought. But the thing is, with most women, again, she realizes that her emotions are starting to come on strong, and that's the thing that she's struggling
Well,
with.
if that's
is the emotional part of it.
Well, let her.
It's
I'm just saying, make an attempt to try to curtail those emotions and see if you can keep it going physically and get the benefits from that. And if you find that you can, if you can't keep the emotions in check that have started to surface within you, but not him, then you may have to, as you just said, wean him out of your system.
Wean
him out of your system and VJ, same time. All right? That's my advice to you, Sarah, my love.
Well, thank you.
Take care.
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I know you will.
Yeah, she'll take it.
There's always hot personal trainers in my gym. I always wondered if they were giving it up to the clients, but apparently not.
Mila
Yes.
has an idea as to what smells here in the studio.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Mila.
G-Man.
Yes, Mila.
I have an idea. It might be Terry's hot ass or hot ass breath.
Mm-hmm. Literally from her ass?
Yeah, she has like 10 kids, right? It could be rotten.
But Terry showers at night and in the morning, so I don't feel like, I don't know. We'll figure it
She
out.
said she was immune to it, right?
I'm going to file everyone out one by one this morning if I have to.
Usually people that smells are immune to it.
Well, that would make me a strong candidate then, because I'm the one who's talking about it nonstop. I don't think I could smell my own self like that, because I would have picked up on that by now. But anyway, thank you for your thoughts. Yeah. Swagger's on the line.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Graduate college yet or no?
Okay.
Is it time?
No.
He's on the 6-year plan.
He's got a couple, yeah.
I guess we'll find out soon enough. The T-Man Show.
Is Britney getting more visitation rights? That is real. The embattled entertainer was granted an expansion of time today by the judge in her custody battle with her ex, Kevin Federline, over their 2 young sons.
Wow, last time Britney was seen with her kids, Terry, she was being strapped to a gurney, taken out to an ambulance, and driven away to a mental ward.
Yeah.
So back to the good old days. Here we go.
Well,
Britney's,
maybe she's getting herself together.
seems like it.
So.
A little successful appearance on How I Met Your Mother. And,
Right. Which I think she's slated for another one.
Well, I said that was going to happen. She's going to be on a bunch of episodes in the future. You can count on that. That's Britney's new lease on life/career, Terry.
Good. Hopefully it'll help her out.
It'll make her a better mom.
All right.
Okay. So anyone who's having trouble as far as their mom skills like Britney was, get an appearance on How I Met Your Mother. That'll solve everything. Apparently it's got Britney back to a settled state where she's apologizing at Jamie Lynn's little baby shower to her entire family for her behavior.
She did.
It's nothing like a little success to cheer a person up, you know? She had a terrible appearance on the MTV Video Awards or whatever award show it was, that she just was not looking like any kind of performer who had anything going on. Do you still have that visual of that performance fresh in your mind, Terry?
Yeah.
I picture the music going and her mouth not moving and just didn't care, looking around. What the hell?
Just was completely deer in the headlights.
Yeah, not good.
Her body not looking right. And it was pretty much after that moment that for the weeks that followed, the roof caved in on her, strapped to the gurney, and then a little success, people cheering her on, and how the reception was for her little cameo in How I Met Your Mother, and now here she goes.
Yep.
The judge is back on her side. She's getting visitation rights.
I think the children are doing great. I think they're doing really great. And that's the key question, and that's what all of this is about.
The judge saw signs of progress in Britney's stability and granted an expansion of time, but custody of Sean Preston and Jaden James remains with Federline.
Yes.
She gets them on Mother's Day.
The judge checked out Britney Spears up and down. He looked her over, and he got an expansion going on there.
Right.
Okay.
Possibly some sleepovers.
As we all did back in the day when we looked at Britney.
Oh, wow.
A little expansion is what took place.
So good.
Then you saw her standing there with a hooded sweatshirt on, bald, wielding an umbrella at paparazzi's car.
Yeah, those are the days I didn't feel the same expansion.
No. I'd call that rock bottom.
That's right. What else is going on in the world, Terry? What else is happening on a little hump day? And by the way, for those who are trying to win themselves a $100 gas card and or Visa card, that's what's on the line this morning.
Yeah.
We have a very fascinating picture, of Scarlett Johansson, the newly engaged, off-the-market Scarlett Johansson on the front page of the TManShow.com. Oh, if you want to win yourself a $100 gas card, if you want to win yourself a $100 Visa card, and who wouldn't these days, Terry? Your rebate check already spent?
That was quick.
Well, here's an extra hundy for you. If the person who comes up with the most creative / humorous / whatever crank for the Scarlett Johansson picture.
There you go.
But for some that may not be aware, some people have already cranked the picture but didn't sign it. You gotta, if you want
sign it,
you want to put yourself in position to be a winner here.
Yeah, don't make it anonymous.
You can't leave it anonymous.
Right.
I know some people like the anonymity as it pertains to the show a lot at times. When you call in, you can be anonymous. You can call in with a fake name. We welcome that. You can call in with a fake this, that, or the other, and that's okay. But if you want to win this situation, if you want to win in the person who is going to come up with the best crank for Scarlett Johansson's big booberinos, then you better sign your name and find a way for us to be able to identify you so we can give you your prize.
Yeah.
Now, how tough is it? I haven't done any cranking myself personally, Terry. I just like to look at those who do. How tough is it for someone to sign there? They just got to remember to do so? It's not that tough?
Yeah, when it actually prompts you through the whole system, and you can put your email address or whatever, however you want to sign it.
You're not going to be able to be anonymous if you're going to try to win the $100 Visa card, gas card, whatever the case may be. And somebody will win.
Right.
One person will win by 9 o'clock this morning for having the best crank.
Good.
Now, can you enter more than once? That's what some people are asking. Can you come up with 2 cranks or more than that, and that still qualifies you? Can they come up with multiple cranks and then decide which one is their best crank and then submit that one? Like, let's say you cranked it. Let's say you
let it scroll through.
You cranked the hell out of Scarlett Johansson, Terry.
Yeah.
And then you realize, okay, I hate that one, and now that that's done, and I wish I could have done better. Can you come up with multiple and then say, this is my one that I'm submitting? Or is every one that you put in there submitted? Can you have multiple entries? Can someone have 18 entries and be the winner?
Well, I just think you have to...
What's the fairest way to go about this?
I think the fairest way is just the best one, regardless of how many times that person is entered.
So you're saying people can enter multiple times?
Because I think I see where you're going with the whole... Somebody will see it and then go, oh, wait a minute, they'll see other people's and then crank again, and it'll...
They should be able to do that.
They should be. Why not? I don't see
crank
why not.
multiple times.
Yeah, get really creative.
Terry loves to be cranked multiple times.
I do.
With that in mind, We're going to go with her gut on this.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And we're going to let you crank as much and as often as you want to until 9 o'clock. And
Because bottom line is the best one,
the
right?
best one is the best one.
The best one is the best one.
Even if the best one is from a guy or a girl who entered 106 times.
Yeah, it's like when you play the lottery. If you buy 100 tickets or one, you can
That's
still
right.
win.
All right, I like that idea, Terry.
Okay.
So crank away!
Crank.
And the more times you enter, I guess the better shot you have.
Right.
To be the one who's in position when we look them over. It's going to be maybe a lot more to look over, though, Terry. You're going to have to...
That's okay.
You're going to have to be our first line of defense here, and maybe you have to slim down the field, or should we leave it to Terry to figure out what's a funny crank?
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't know if she's capable. Does Terry know funny?
Probably
Does
not.
Terry know funny? I'm going to need some time on that one. What else is going on out there, Terry?
Well, Maxim Magazine, their upcoming Hot 100 list is will be out in the next couple of days, I believe. And Ashley Simpson has actually beat her sister out, Jessica.
Does Ashley Simpson deserve to be higher up on a Hot 100 list on
According to Maxim,
Maxim's
she does.
annual hottest female list than her sister Jessica?
She finished 18th, and Jessica is all the way back at 53.
Well, I'll tell you this. If anything, this is a heavy promotion. This is a heavy nod in favor of plastic surgery. This, if you're able to pick up on the subheading here, what this is a big endorsement to women going out there and getting cosmetic surgery. Because Ashley Simpson ain't finishing ahead of her sister 3 years ago.
No.
Ashley Simpson ain't finishing ahead of her sister pre-major cosmetic surgery. And she didn't just get a little nose job.
No,
She
I
didn't get a
know.
little this, that, or the other. She got a whole slew of different procedures. And she came out. You know, they always like to talk about those that get too much cosmetic surgery coming out looking weird and looking Michael Jackson-esque, whatever the case may be. Kenny Rogers.
Wow.
But Ashley Simpson, no one has ever come out and said, oh, she screwed herself up. No.
Not yet.
No, I know.
Maybe she
It's all
gets
been improved.
Maybe she gets addicted and she'll turn the corner to where it becomes an atrocity. But right now, how big is it to say that Ashley Simpson, who was the uglier sister, clearly the uglier sister, and there was no debate about it. It was not like you sat down and you had a conversation with someone as to who the better looking sister was.
She looked like Jessica, only ugly.
Everyone. Everyone agreed that Ashley was the uglier sister. Now, thanks to major cosmetic procedures and new modern-day technology, Ashley Simpson goes under the knife multiple times.
Yep.
And she has soared past her sister on the hottest lists of the hottest magazines.
Right.
This is a big endorsement to those who are on the fence about getting cosmetic surgery. You're the ugly sister. You could do something about it.
Yeah. Look at me now.
Maybe you're looking at your pretty sister right now and say, screw you, I'm passing you in a matter of a couple of weeks or months, whatever it takes to get everything done just right. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be the uglier sister anymore. All you need is 50 grand.
Pull your nose right off, put a Velcro one on. You look great.
What did they do to her? Because she does look completely
Looks
different.
very different. Yes.
But you know what? Since she's gotten all that work done, I haven't really seen her in anything. Has she had an album out since then? Has she been on anything? Has she...
Yeah.
New album out.
I see little pictures of her here or there to know that she looks good.
Right.
I see little pictures of her to see that she looks improved in a major fashion. But I haven't really seen her do anything big. Has she done
Actually,
anything?
Got a new
well,
album out.
yeah,
She does have a new album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like less than a month ago, I think.
And
Do
then,
anything?
no.
Oh, it's so good, dude. I crank it on the way home every day.
Well, I know she did.
Louder!
That's right.
Well, after her little...
More bass.
I don't know who buys that, because it's not. I don't know what kind of music it is. I don't even know like who that
pop.
appeals to.
I didn't even see her after the surgery. So I'm just,
But isn't she like
Really?
isn't like notorious, like a little bit heavier than pop though?
You haven't seen her after the surgery? If you feel like you haven't seen her after the surgery, you might be thinking the reality may be you don't remember her before the surgery.
Right.
when she was on Saturday Night Live acting a fool.
When was she on Saturday Night Live? How long
That
ago?
was definitely before.
Yeah, that was a couple
That was
of years
before
ago,
the surgery?
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When she was lip syncing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
That whole debacle. It was,
Pasty, print out a picture of Ashley Simpson after the surgery.
She was on Dancing with the Stars after she actually performed, after, she got engaged, and then the rumors about her being pregnant. She looked great. She
It's a
sounded
major
great.
difference.
And it is a major difference. She looked great, though.
She looks...
She performed, and
I wouldn't say completely different, but just about completely different.
good subtle changes, definitely.
yeah. Nice work.
I mean, it's not like really,
Give it
good
up
work.
to the knife. Give it up to the knife one more time.
Well, the knife could either do you very right, like it did Ashley Simpson, or in some cases, you could pay a lot of money, it could come out like a disaster.
Make rain.
Pot luck.
There's a million of them on awfulplasticsurgery.com. Enjoy, kids.
That website's great.
Oh, man. Freaksville everywhere.
Who are the featured front pagers on awfulplasticsurgery.com?
I don't know about right now, but they got lots of them.
Like I'm sure China's been up there.
Yeah.
Well, again, China was one who started looking better, but then if you keep pushing the pedal to the floor with the plastic surgery ideas, you're going to turn the corner and start becoming Freaksville. Look how hot she looks in this picture. Look how hot Ashley Simpson looks in this picture, Terry.
No, I know.
Tell me
I know.
It's not even her.
And you tell me you could look at this picture and tell me she doesn't look hotter than Jessica Simpson.
No, I'm with you. I'm on the bandwagon.
And yet she used to be laughed at for not just being the uglier sister as compared to Jessica, but not even looking like they were from the same parents.
I know.
She almost looked like Tony Romo.
Right.
Back in the day.
When I first saw them, like, together, I was like going, they can't be sisters, not biologically. Because they really did look so different.
Right.
I'm like, where...
Pasty, put this picture immediately up on the front page of the TManShow.com. Now, I don't want to affect our cranking situation, but stick it up somewhere there so anyone that needs to... This is a really good-looking woman, whoever this is, Terry.
Well, like I said, she's number 18 on Maxim's Hot 100, and Jessica's all the way down to 53.
Now her dad can creepily talk about her boobs.
Okay.
I could honestly tell you that is not a misjudgment by whoever did the voting.
Okay.
Ashley Simpson, by looking at this picture, deserves to be at a nice, solid 18 amongst the hottest women in the world as far as celebrities are concerned right now.
Well, she's completely changed her whole persona, too, though. I mean, she was kind of the, Converse all-star wearing, rocker kind of girl with dark hair.
She definitely got a lot more...
Now she looks like, Britney Spears or something.
Yeah, feminine.
Is this a before picture? What is this picture? Yeah, totally different woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she changed her image a little bit.
Yeah, so that helps, too.
She's not as...
the dark hair is more the, blondie, like that. And
she was like in a rock band. I mean, she was like the singer of like a band. Now she's like, you're telling me, her new album's pop.
Yeah, she's not as... who's the singer I'm thinking of? Anna Monday? No, there's the 18-year-old that was at the mall. Oh, who am I thinking of that I saw at the mall?
Tiffany.
No, not Tiffany. Back in the 80s?
Oh, Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne, yeah. She was more in the Avril Lavigne mode, and now she's more in the bouncy cutesy mode. But
you can only go one way if you're a young pop singer.
But the plastic surgery has coaxed her along that route.
Yes.
Right. No, I agree. She definitely was going the Avril routine.
This is what every cosmetic surgeon should show you when you're contemplating whether you should get plastic surgery or not. They should show you the unbelievable possibilities for success. Because that's what this is.
Yes.
She's no longer angry at the world.
She put up did you ask him to put the comparison up, right?
Whenever I get cosmetic surgery, Terry, and that day will come.
Right.
Wow. Yes.
You've always said
want your
that,
face
though.
topped?
I have always said that, and yet I've never done it, Terry.
Right.
But it's
talked about your sisters,
it's
but
overdue.
Right.
I'll tell you this.
Lip injections?
When the day comes...
Oh, geez, those are
Hello, everybody.
When the day comes, and I don't know what procedures I need. I don't know where to start, Terry.
Okay.
When the day comes that I get cosmetic surgery, then I'm telling you, I'm not embarrassed to tell you anything. And I'm not embarrassed to tell you that the day will come. Maybe tomorrow, maybe 10 years from now, I don't know when. But the day will come where I walk into a cosmetic surgeon's little office and start figuring out what needs to happen first. I am going to find out what cosmetic surgeon Ashley Simpson went to, and that's where I'm going. Make me look as pretty as her, Doc.
No, it definitely looks great. I mean, you look at Michael Jackson, you're thinking, who thought that was a good idea to continue on him? What doctor?
Right.
But my point is, this doctor must be pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah.
To make her look as good as I think she looks in this picture.
He chose the right things to change, whatever it was.
Pasty, is this picture up yet? It's up right now? Hey? This looks like a half-hearted nodding of a yes. Is that a confirmed yes or what?
No, it's on its way.
Oh, it's on its way.
Yeah. Take a couple minutes.
It's on its way.
Oh, yeah. Tell all the chicks that,
dude. Man, great example of how good she looks here.
With you on that.
These are obviously extensions in her hair.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it works. Man.
Probably your sister's extensions.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jessica has her own line. No, Jessica has her own hairline.
She ain't using that crap. She wants to go get good ones.
Oh, my gosh.
O'Neill.
They're free. I'm still out.
Person named O'Neill is on the line.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool name, if that's your first name. O'Neill. O'Neill, can you hear me? Hello, O'Neill. Such a cool name. He hasn't responded to anyone.
No.
O'Neill, are you there? I guess O'Neill couldn't wait.
Guess not.
It's a shame because O'Neill caught his wife texting some people that he didn't know that she would be texting and writing some things that he didn't know that she would have the capabilities of writing as a married woman to O'Neill.
Wow.
And he wanted to talk about it.
Ooh.
Wait, she was writing them to O'Neill?
No, she was
To somebody
writing
else.
to people other than O'Neill.
That's the bad part.
And O'Neill didn't know that about his wife.
O'Neill's a husband to a woman who's writing texts that a wife who's considered a loyal and quality wife should not be writing.
That's why I got a lock on the old BlackBerry. I never get caught.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, in a day and age where security passwords and all this crap is so mainstream, how do you get caught doing anything? You just get lazy.
Guess so.
O'Neill's wife got lazy or thought the thing she was writing was appropriate and acceptable.
Right.
Probably choice A. Because if you're writing something that's on the borderline, women are able to pick up on it even faster than men, right, Terry?
I would say yes.
When women are flirting, especially if it's one thing to be flirting in the office when before you know it, you're flirting and you didn't even realize that it transitioned from work, office, employment talk to, oh, how big are your testicles? You know, it can happen very easily, Jay, right?
Just real smooth.
Yeah, I mean, before you know it, you make that little step over the line.
Wow.
But if you're actually texting flirtatious stuff,
Right. You know what you're doing.
you have time to figure it out. It doesn't just happen by accident.
Right. You don't just slip up and hit a key
Right.
and spell it.
Oh, I hit the flirt button. God dang it, it always happens.
It's not like you accidentally hit the flirt button and you didn't realize until it was done.
I tried to make a money symbol and I hit the flirt symbol.
As you're flirting via text message, you're aware of it.
Right.
If you're flirting in the office, you may not be aware of it until you walk away from the conversation you just had.
And then you go, wow.
I know how big my coworkers' balls are now, and I didn't even realize that could happen in a conversation like that.
Wow. And a photocopy to prove it.
I probably need to shred this.
Yes, the photocopy, not the real part.
Oh, my
All
God.
right, maybe not that blunt, Terry.
Right.
But you get my point.
No, I do. I do.
It's amazing how easily a conversation in the workplace can kind of maneuver itself to, oh my gosh, I just flirted a little bit there.
Right. It's much more subtle.
That's more subtle, and because of that, more excusable.
Right.
I just flirted with Pasty Dave. What am I doing?
But when O'Neill, boy, your hands were all over his ass yesterday. So, when O'Neill looks at his wife's, cell phone,
Yes.
and sees some of the text she's been sending, she had to know, as she was punching away at the keypad there, Terry,
Yes.
that she was doing O'Neill wrong.
She did him wrong.
You don't do that to a man named O'Neill, Terry.
Well, I know. You really shouldn't do it at all, period, but...
No, you shouldn't just do it to a man named O'Neill, Terry.
Right.
Bob, come on, he gets what's coming to him.
Do you think guys should be looking through their wives' phones? I've never ever once thought of looking through my wife's phone. Not once.
Yeah,
Not even
that's
close.
an interesting question.
How do we feel about that?
Once you start, well, I've always put on the record that once you start rifling through your significant others, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your husband, your wife's cell phone, looking for evidence, you don't even need to find it because it's already an issue. It's already pretty much a relationship
Yes.
that's hit the beginning of the end status. Why don't you start rifling through the possessions of the person you love? What does that tell you? That tells you your gut is telling you that they're doing something wrong. And if your gut's telling you that, then that's already a big problem.
Sure.
Once you buy the hidden camera online, you already know she's doing something.
As you're installing the hidden camera in your home,
Right. It's already happened.
some bells should be going off in your head like, what's happened to my life?
Right,
that's what I'm
right.
No, he'll never see this little teddy bear.
I'm going out now, honey, and I won't be back for a while. Once you say that, and you made sure to turn the camera on and make sure the recorder's going?
Yep.
Yes. I mean, I just watched a video online the other day, Terry, of a dude who went out of town And the video I was watching, the caption before you see the wife having raunchy sex with, like, the male dude was, a man goes out of town and sets up a camera to see if he can catch his wife in what he thought were her cheating ways. And then you see her, like, throwing the guy with the little bald eagle male logo down on her bed, and they're going after it like that. Oh, yeah.
So he was right.
The Ashley Simpson picture that we were just describing to you is now up on the front page of the TManShow.com. I want everyone to see you hear all the horror stories of cosmetic surgery. I'm not trying to promote or get anyone overly inspired about cosmetic surgery. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But it should be noted that it does have upsides, obviously.
Right. Right. I'm not against it.
Okay. Obviously, Terry's not going to fight it here.
Very much not against it.
It'll be hypocritical of her to say she's against it.
But I agree with you. I think it is if it's for you, it's for you. If, you know.
Now, is Jessica Simpson happy for her sister, or is there to her face high five kind of situation? But deep inside, she's a little resentful. You cheated. You cut corners. You're still the ugly sister. I don't care how good you look.
I think there's tons of competition between those two in a very quiet way.
I think she loved being the hot sister.
I do too.
I
do too. She got all this attention, and Ashley was always kind of just, like you say, the ugly sister.
She has to look at Maxim's hottest 100 list and see her sister clearly ahead of her on the hottest list. Right. There's no way she could, even if you love your sister to death, there's no way you could be completely happy when all your life she was the uglier sister.
Right.
You can't, by human nature, just be completely 100% happy for her and not have an ounce of resentment, right?
Right.
Or can you?
No, I think... you would hope, you would wish that that's the way it would
possible.
be.
It's just not the way people are wired, Terry. You can't.
Right.
If you're Jessica, you can't look at Ashley's name at number 18 and look at yourself at number what? 56?
She's 53.
53?
Yes. And
feel 100% happy without a trickle of resentment.
Right. I think that's.
And she probably has more than just a trickle. She probably deep inside wants to slash her own sister's throat.
Wow. That's what you get for messing around with Dane Cook. People will turn off by you now.
All right, maybe slash the throat's a little strong.
But she's got Tony Romo now.
I think she'd trade in Tony to be on the top end of that list, Terry.
Think so?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it stings, though. I think it stings to see yourself dropping in that list and your sister's meteoric rise when she's supposed to be the ugly one. Sasha, you're on the air.
Yes, hi. Hi, T-Man. Hi, Terry.
Hello.
Sasha caught her husband looking through her phone. She caught him in the act.
Wow.
Is that right, Sasha? Am I understanding this right?
Yeah, I caught him looking through my phone.
All right, tell me all about it. What happened when you caught him? When you caught him, like, red-handed? Did he...
I asked him what the hell he was doing.
And did he admit what he was doing, or did he try to, like, lie out of his...
No, because I caught him doing stuff all the time. He hid in the closet before while I was on the phone talking. I caught him, like, outside my friend's window when I was at her house talking to her.
So why was he outside your friend's window? He was spying on you, thinking you were up to no good, or what?
I don't know, and I'm never up to no. I wasn't even doing anything.
You're never up to no good, and yet your husband rifles through your personal little text messages.
I think
he stands outside windows waiting to catch you in the act. So it's nothing but 100% overzealous jealousy on his part, and nothing you're doing to kind of fuel the fire.
No. It's like, and
some would say that could be dangerous. Some would say that if that's the case, that if he has this just realistic level of jealousy, that could turn into something that could become dangerous for you.
I caught him, like, on the side of my sister's house when we were sitting on the porch talking before.
Eavesdropping on what you guys were saying. He was like,
and then my sister was like, "Did you say something move over there?" And then I was like, "No," and she's like, "Yes, I did." And then it was dark outside, and it was him. My cousin was over my house before, and we kept hearing, like, the hangers in the closet bumping. We were on the computer. And now,
does this make you kind of lose a little level of attraction towards your husband? Make you feel like he's a little pathetic kind of guy? Or yes. Do you tell him this? Does this impact in any way when you tell him this, or no?
He should know. I mean, I would be embarrassed.
You'd be embarrassed to what?
if I kept getting caught doing crazy stuff like that.
Wait a minute. If you kept getting caught, meaning
and that's the other thing too, is you've always, kind of accused women of being the ones who do all that stuff. And,
stuff?
Go rifling through their man stuff and checking text messages.
Well, there are exceptions.
So on and so forth. And so can we actually say that this guy, he's been, however you put it, pussified or whatever?
No, he's the exception to the rule. There are more, but the reality still is there are more women that look through their husband's cell phones, that look through their husband's personal possessions, that follow their husbands to the gym to make sure he's going to the gym and leaves the gym alone. I know a woman who sat in the gym parking lot of a 24-hour fitness for the whole hour and a half that a guy was working out just to see if he would leave that place alone, Terry, with her kids in the car. With her kids in the car. She sat there at a distant spot from where the 24-hour fitness front door was, just waiting, watching every person that entered and left, just waiting for him to have the door swing open and leave and see if he was leaving alone because she thought he was, flirting a little too hard or doing something with someone he was working out in the same facility with. She sat there.
Does he have a smoothie in his hand?
He's cheating on me with a smoothie.
Now, maybe this guy has done things that are more, in my opinion, female-oriented type tactics. But I'll tell you this, no guy, unless he's just a violent, dangerous stalker, is going to sit in the parking lot waiting as the door swings open and closed a million times for the moment that his wife comes walking on through to make sure she's leaving alone with her silly little Lululemon gym bag, or what's the name of that very popular yoga brand now?
Lululemon.
Lululemon?
Yeah. Yes.
Terry knows.
I do.
Lululemon.
I always wonder if he's done that to me. I'm like, I wonder if he's sitting somewhere. Sometimes when I'm doing stuff that I'm not supposed to do, like meeting up with somebody, and it's not something bad. It's he doesn't want me to have guy friends. I was in the Army. I got guy friends, and I don't want to go with anybody else, but I have to sneak and talk to them.
You have to sneak and talk to your male friends?
Yeah. I can't call them.
But a friend's name is Major Woody. That's the problem.
Those are the texts that he found.
Yes.
I got out of the Army, but I still have
you want to keep in contact with Major Guns and Major Wood. I understand. And your husband...
private parts.
Your husband has issues with you having any kind of friendships, even if they're the most platonic type friendships with anyone of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
But you are allowed to hang out with women, thankfully.
Yeah.
So you can see human beings outside of your marriage.
No, but she says whenever she hangs out with women, he's still listening, to see what they talk about.
Well, just to make sure she's not with men or talking about men.
Right, so she can't really hang out with anyone. He doesn't let her talk to anybody. So
what's going to come about because of this? Are you going to be able to live like this and keep...
I don't know.
Or is this destined to hit a brick wall? I mean, can you put up with this over the course of time, knowing that this is going to be pretty much the way it is with your husband, that you're not going to allow to have male friends unless you sneak around doing stuff?
Well, we have kids. I don't want to leave, but
yes.
I'm thinking about it all the time.
So you're tolerating this behavior, even though you recognize this is over the top and then some, as far as the way he should be going about treating you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, what if you did convince him to kind of become a little bit more easygoing as far as his high intensified ways? What if you did talk him into the fact that he is way over the top? There's no question about it. This guy is beyond.
When we're arguing, I tell him that.
But what if he did? What if he did see your point eventually and start chilling out, and then all of a sudden, one of your male friends makes a move on you, and you don't stop him? You're laughing over that possibility, huh? That's laughable.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, the correct answer is, T-Man, that would never happen. That's the words you were looking for.
He's driving me crazy.
Oh, okay. So when you do cheat on him, it'll be because of him. Because he drove you to it. He drove you so crazy that look what you wound up doing. Something way out of character, right?
He already thinks I am. I may as well do it.
Oh, Oh, the famous excuse.
I'm 32. I've been with 5 men in my whole life. I don't even feel comfortable. I couldn't even, if I did go with another man, I probably have to be drunk or something.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's a tough state for you to get into. Anyhow.
Calling from the liquor store, T-Man. I have to call you back.
All right. Well, you have to make a decision. I know you have kids, and there's a lot to factor in, so you're just going to have to realize this is your husband's personality, and it's something you're going to have to tolerate, because even though I gave you the hypothetical that he may change, the likelihood is this is the way it's going to be for you.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate, but that's the reality.
Okay, thank you.
So enjoy your life.
Bye.
Take care. Hear that? She's got to live.
No,
She don't
I
wanna
know,
live.
I
She's
know.
got kids and she loves them.
Right.
So this is the man you chose. A man who's going to be sitting there trying to get some evidence on you while the hangers are rustling in the closet.
That is great.
He's so smooth. The T-Man Show.
Oh, Mimi. Oh, my. I'm getting a very good vibe from cover girl Mariah, the well-heeled superstar, shimmering in silver and gorgeous in gold for the mag's June issue, hitting stands today.
Ah, there you go. Mariah's everywhere. She's on the cover of Vibe magazine for this month's issue, even though we're talking about June. It's on all big newsstands now / soon, whenever he said. I don't know. It was Merlin. But anyway.
Okay.
This is how big time Mariah is at this very second, Terry. She's pretty much going to be on the cover of almost every magazine you see, if they're not talking about how what's her face from Friends and John Mayer are hooking it up.
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah. Is that true?
Looks that way.
I saw it on the cover of Us Weekly.
Yeah,
I saw it on the cover of In Touch. Their 5-day frolic. Wow.
What's really going on with Jennifer Aniston and John Mayer?
John Mayer's got a nice life. He's always pictures of him with girls. Doesn't really put out any albums.
Yeah.
Plays a couple shows. Really talented on guitar. Girls love him. He's not handsome.
Right.
He's so
He's
weird.
looking.
Not bad looking, is he?
He's pretty tough to look at.
He hasn't hooked, but he's hooked up with some big timers.
That's what I'm saying. He's got a great life.
Jennifer Aniston, Jessica Simpson.
He blows him out of the water, too. Nobody cares. He blew Jessica out of the water, makes fun of her around her friends. Remember that routine?
Oh, that's right.
Nice life.
The picture of Scarlett Johansson, Terry, is being cranked right now, and that's how we're giving away our $100 gas card, our $100 Visa card.
Right.
You will choose if you're the winner this morning. Let me make it very clear that the judges who will be making the final decision on who wins the $100 gas card or Visa card will be the following people.
Uh-oh.
Vinnie thy Pooh will be one of the judges.
Well, thank you, T-Man.
You're welcome, Vinnie. Thanks. Okay.
And we're naming the judges, so we're open to bribes? Is that why or no? Why are we naming the judges?
Well, we're naming the judges so it's very clear, and the rules are completely spelled out, so no one has any issues. And if they want to, try to hunt down the person that didn't like their crank, they can know where to find them.
I like them all.
Vinnie the Pooh, Hotshot Scott, and myself. With a little input from Terry Free.
A little bit, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we'll give her a little input of our own.
Vinnie first.
Mm-hmm.
And my pleasure to go first.
Oh, geez.
That's why we said a little first.
Yes. And that's the final. Pasty can throw in a couple of comments.
Sure.
Comments. And the person who has the most creative / funny / whatever kind of crank as far as it pertains to the picture of Scarlett Johansson, the newly engaged Scarlett Johansson with cleavage, for all to enjoy on the front page of the TManShow.com. The person who has the best little artistic crank of that picture is going to be the winner, and we'll announce the winner at 9 a.m. You can enter right up to that moment. You can enter as many times as you want right up to that moment. At 9 a.m., someone's going to win $100.
Right.
In basically cash. Let's come right
Pretty
down
much.
to it, Terry, for their efforts.
Yes.
Now, let me go to Jermaine real quickly.
We didn't do an early morning thing, by the way.
It's, this is the early. I will do an early morning thing tomorrow, too, by the way, yeah. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Anyway.
Okay, you told me to remind you.
It's a hump day, Terry. A lot of people are dealing with serious relationship issues, and Jermaine is one of those people. Jermaine, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, Jermaine. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you asking. It's very important that I make that clear to you, that I'm touched that you've asked.
Okay, well,
Yeah, right.
My problem is I've been talking to this girl. I wouldn't even say that we're dating, but then we might be. We've been hanging out for a month now, right?
Yep.
And the first night we hang out, we do what we do.
Bam.
And now
done, taken
she's
care
at my
of.
house every day. We go out dinner. She's at my house every night, and now it seems like she has every type of excuse. We can't do it anymore. Like either she's tired, she's ticklish, I touch her ear, and I'm not getting anything. I'm trying to feel how should I tell her or approach her to let her know what's going on?
Let me make sure I'm clear on this. First night, she's taken down. The deal is done. The mission accomplished. All over.
Yeah.
Terry has sex with her on night number 1.
Yeah.
Say what?
He had sex with her on night number 1. I'm just making sure I'm 100% certain.
Yeah, first night. So I don't see any problem why we're not doing it on a consistent basis.
It's not like a caller was calling in, I've been seeing this girl for 3 years, and all of a sudden the sex has died down. No. Had sex with her night number 1, only known her a month, and ever since then, you haven't had sex with her since that first night?
Since that first night at all. And she's at my house every night, and we're laying in the bed, spooning, whatever you want to call it, but we're not doing it.
Please. All right, it's very clear what's happened here, Terry.
What's that?
She had sex with him night number 1. Maybe there was alcohol involved. There usually is in the equation. And she woke up. Oh, there was no alcohol. She just even more clear now.
No alcohol at all.
Okay, that makes the analysis by me even more clear. She was completely sober.
Right.
And she had sex with him on the first night, basically a couple of minutes after she met him. She's being taken down. She's being tossed around. She's getting her hair twisted. She's getting her hair pulled, basically ripped from her scalp. And she, after the act immediately was done, already started having regret, self-doubts, embarrassment, all these emotions surface.
But it doesn't seem like that because we hang out every day. And
you're not the expert! That's why you called the expert, because it doesn't seem that way to you, but I'm telling you the inner workings of the mind of a woman.
Is it legal to have sex without alcohol or no?
Okay, well, tell me what should I tell her?
She likes you, but she doesn't want you to have this feeling. She feels like she slutted it out with you, and she did to some extent, even though it's not a big deal these days to be having sex on the first night, but yet she feels that way because she likes Jermaine, Terry. Maybe she didn't realize she liked Jermaine as much as it turned out that maybe she felt like, Jermaine was going to be a perfect one-nighter for her, just like he might have thought of her, Terry.
Sure.
But as it turns out, she liked Jermaine more than maybe she anticipated. And then she got a little embarrassed. She doesn't want Jermaine to think she's just a slut with a capital S. So now... Isn't it ridiculous? She's making him work for it when he's already gotten it. And it's working perfectly. Because Jermaine's going freaking nuts here.
Right.
And the thing to me is, if she wanted it to be a one-nighter, why didn't she just say that? Because I'm turning other people down that's calling me to give me some to hang out with her.
Oh, jeez. Well, she may or may not have wanted it to be a one-nighter when it first happened, but she let it happen, and... she got a little bit embarrassed, and not just that, more so than she got embarrassed, she doesn't want you just to have the lack of respect that you may have if she just gave it to you whenever you pretty much wanted it tossed up on a platter for you. So now she's making you work for it, man.
Because she wants to establish
one thing, a little late, but it's effective. One thing to be working for it when you've never gotten it,
right?
And you're just hanging around because you're days away, minutes away from breaking the situation down, and then finally getting what you've been after. And then when it's all said and done, you say, "Oh, now that that's taken care of, F you.
Right.
I never really liked you anyway." But it's one thing to be just hanging around like Jermaine is,
night after night,
because you've never gotten it.
Right.
It's another thing. You almost have to give her more credit.
Yeah, because he's still there. He's gotten it. He's still there.
He's acting like he hasn't gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hanging around her like a drooling. Like he's never gotten it.
Yeah, so I don't see how that's kind of backwards to me to try to work for it and I already have it.
But the thing is that does that not prove to her in some way that he actually kind of likes her for...
He doesn't know what's going on. You can't evaluate. She thinks she's got them all figured out as far as making assumptions, but you can't make any assumptions. Jermaine doesn't even know why he's hanging around at this point.
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
He doesn't even know if he likes her. He's got to wait around for the next time he has sex with her a few times to actually feel what he's truly feeling. He's numb right now. Jermaine doesn't know if he likes her. He doesn't know if he's just caught in an unbelievably well-spun game that he's too deep in now, and he's in too deep. He's got to to hang around until he gets it the next time, and then he'll start to realize how he truly feels about her.
Right.
Yeah, because just like last night, we're laying down, so I touch her. She said, "Oh, that's ticklish." She started giggling. She said, "I'm tired." I said, "You tired? You want me to take you home? I'll take you home."
You're both involved in a game right now, unfortunately, and the game has to be played to its conclusion until you can start to become real with each other again. I mean, this is just one possibility, a very strong possibility. There could be some other possibilities I'm sure some people have come up with. I'm sure some listeners will be thinking, oh, Jermaine was just so horrifyingly bad that she doesn't want to have
that's already been
feel like she needs to fake it again with Jermaine because she didn't even come close to having anywhere near an orgasm with Jermaine. Jermaine laughs at that thought.
Right.
But this
that's not true at all.
This is a more far-fetched possibility, but still a possibility, Jermaine. Hang on the line for a second. Hang on.
Oh, jeez.
You hold that thought. I'm up against a hard break. Jermaine wants to dispute this secondary possibility.
Right.
Because now we've embarrassed Jermaine.
Yes.
But now that he's reacting this way, maybe it's less of a far-fetched possibility and more of a realistic possibility than I first thought, Terry.
Wow.
But Jermaine is caught on a wheel right now. I hate to make the reference of a rat spinning on that wheel headed to nowhere, Terry, but hey, it's just a visual that starts to surface in one's mind. The T-Man Show. An interesting scenario for Jermaine. I know you're dealing with all your Terry Cam
drama,
house problems, Terry.
Thanks, Hotshot.
Your in-house problems. What did Hotshot do? Don't tell me right now. Don't even tell me right now. I want to deal with Jermaine's issue, Terry.
I do too.
Because I think it's pretty fascinating. How many guys have had this happen? I'm sure not many. Where they had sex with a girl on the first night. They wound up hanging around in a pseudo kind of relationship situation going on. They're in kind of a relationship for the past month, but she hasn't given him sex for the next 29, 30 days that they've been hanging out. First night, no problem. Now every time he's looking for it, she says, no. But she's not making like she's not interested in him. She's not making it like she doesn't want him to call her. She doesn't want to get text messages from him, Terry. She doesn't make it like she's not available to go out and hang out. She wants to be around him. She wants to hang out. She wants to be with him in his company and lying in his bed and doing all the things that girls who seem like they're very interested in the guy would be doing.
Right.
And it's not like she's got amnesia. She knows that she had sex with him, and she knows he knows.
Right.
That he had sex with her.
Right.
What happened?
We did have sex.
So
yes.
What kind of game is going on here? What are the possible scenarios? Can any guy relate to this, Terry? Maybe this has happened to a couple of guys out there, but not many.
Probably,
I can't imagine this happening too many times where a girl has sex with you the first night, and then for the next month, she won't let you have sex with her.
Well, I think it's more than what you think. However, not you're right, not a ton. But I think it's not something that's out of the ordinary.
Oh, I think it's very out of the ordinary. I mean, either you decide that you're going to be prudish with a certain guy, or you're going to decide to be sexually active with a guy, but you can't try to pull off playing it both ways, even though it's working in this situation.
Right.
So it's very out of the ordinary.
Okay.
No woman dares try to be both and make it like it makes sense. Jermaine doesn't think it makes sense, but he's just so damn confused that he's caught on a wheel right now, trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this girl.
Isn't it kind of his fault for letting her hang around and spoon and the whole thing that they're doing? I mean, is it kind of his fault a little bit?
Because he is still hanging out, waiting for whatever.
Kind of, but I could see how it happened. Like, he didn't know what was happening until he was, like, almost in too deep on this.
So he's thinking, tonight's the night, we're definitely going to do it again.
Well, he thinks she's pretty much guaranteed action,
right. So
because she established just that on the first night.
So every night.
And then after a week, he's like, what the hell's going on here? Wait a minute. The past 2 times I tried, she kind of pushed me away. And now we're in a new week, so it can't be like she's on the rag or something.
Wow.
So what? He's kind of caught in this situation before he knew he was caught in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
And now he's so confused and so intrigued by it that he's got to figure out what the hell's going on here. And maybe he has feelings for her, maybe he doesn't. But he can't even figure that out at this point because he's so damn confused. His head is spinning.
But after like the 10th day of not doing it, Isn't there something wrong?
You cut your losses right there?
You would think. It's like loaning money to a guy, 10 times, doesn't pay you back the first 3. It's your fault for loaning him more,
But what if you loan money to a guy and he paid you back the next day?
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one.
And then you loan money to the guy, and he told you, okay, I'm going to pay you right back, and I just need to get this money. Let me scratch this guy. Give me till tomorrow. Give me till tomorrow. And then before you know it, you look up at the calendar, and you're like, wait a minute, 3 weeks just passed.
Yeah, I could see, I guess.
Well, I'm in too deep now. I got to get my money.
True, I guess.
Maybe I like this guy as a friend, but I still want my money.
I'm probably going to rob him in like a week.
Well, I hope Rob isn't the analogy to it.
Right, I understand. Taking it,
the 4-letter R right here.
Right.
Yeah, right. But I can only imagine.
I guess.
What kind of situation Jermaine feels like he's in. Now, a lot of callers feel like they have. I gave you two examples as to possibilities as to what the case may be here. I think more probably the scenario is she likes Jermaine. She doesn't want it to be all about sex. A lot of women like to have that conversation. I don't want this relationship to be all about sex. Blah, blah, blah.
True.
So she was embarrassed to some extent, and she doesn't want him to be thinking things about her that are true, but she doesn't want him to think that they're true, that she's very easy, Terry, so she's now going beyond the call of duty. She's going overboard to try to prove the opposite, that she's not as easy as she may have made it seem, even though she is. She's overcompensating now by pushing him away for the past month. Stupid idea, and yet it's working to some extent, but it's going to come crashing down on her eventually, Terry. That's the more likely scenario. The secondary scenario, which also may be in play here, but not as likely in my opinion, is she had sex with Jermaine on the first night.
Yes.
The sex with Jermaine was no good. But she likes him. He's a good guy. He sounded like a good guy on the phone, Terry.
Yes.
And he's still on the line.
Right.
So we're going to put him on in a second.
Okay. And so she's hoping that maybe by just kind of establishing a little bit more of a
relationship that the sex may get better?
Yes.
Ah, that's something...
Yes.
That's a variation of what I was thinking, but
yes.
not necessarily what I was thinking. I was thinking she thought the sex was so horrifyingly bad that she doesn't want to, be put to the task of having to, fake how good it is with him. She just wants to, push him off as long as she can until she has to do it again. And then she'll fake it, and she just knows it's going to be terrible.
Right.
But you're thinking that the sex was bad night one, but if she starts to really develop...
Connect or, develop some kind of feelings or a connection.
The next time they have sex, because emotionally she's so invested, it may be great.
Right. It may, oh, jeez.
I still say it's... Scenario 1.
She's embarrassed.
She's embarrassed because she just tossed it up to him, and then she realizes that he's a good guy and she likes him, and she wants to now establish, even though it's way too late, that she's not a slut in any capacity.
Right.
And now she's going too far beyond the line of trying to prove that. But Frank has another possibility. And your scenario is what, Frank?
I think she's pregnant by some other dude.
Whoa.
By some other dude?
Yeah, because, he's obviously a mark, right? After a month, he's only got it once on the first day. She's staying at her.
Yeah, on the first day he gets it, Frank. This is why it's so confusing. On the first day, bam, done.
So,
but if she was pregnant, she can still do it, right? I'm no doctor.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if she's pregnant and obviously not showing, because that's, in order for your scenario to be correct, she can't be showing, then she could be...
She just got pregnant by some other dude that knew that she knew wasn't going to take care of his business or whatever. It was like, let me find some dude that's got his stuff together.
And then she's going to try to trap Jermaine into thinking that it's his?
Yeah,
but if that was
timeline's going to be fuzzy.
If that was truly her motivation, then wouldn't she be having as much sex with him as possible?
No.
Why? Why only once? Why wouldn't she make it seem like Jermaine is more likely to be a dad and have sex with him every day if she's truly of the mindset of making him convinced that it's his baby?
One, it only takes one time.
Yeah, but the more times you do it, the more likely you are to think that it may be yours.
The lack of sex is going to get, he's going to be all messed up and stuff mentally anyway. And it's going to blur the timeline because it's like, no, we were together that one time, and, I've only been with you. I've been at your house the whole month.
Nah, it's too much of a stretch, dude. Thanks for the call. Yep.
Yeah, that was
stupid.
I was kind of confused there with
Silly.
the whole. Yeah,
way off.
Yeah, you would
Thanks for calling.
You
Wasting our time.
You want to do it as much as possible to make him think that it's yours.
right.
Exactly.
One time and then.
Right, you're gonna be like,
yeah.
what? One time? No way.
Yeah.
Where's Maury?
Yeah, where's Maury? Bring all 25 daddies.
Jermaine!
You are not.
Hey, Jermaine, I'm sorry to have to inform you that the consensus of the listeners, even though it's not my opinion, I told you what my most likely scenario is. The listeners are leaning more towards you sucked, and she doesn't want to have to put herself in that position, so to speak, again, because she was completely unsatisfied by you sexually. Now, your response to that is what?
If that was true, she would not talk to me anymore because she is a hot girl. She's really, really pretty. Like, she can get any guy she wants. So if my sex to her was weak, she wouldn't even be around me. She would be with someone else.
Well, my response to your response is this. Maybe you just have to accept the fact that you're a good guy, Jermaine, and even the prettiest of girls have a hard time finding good guys. Maybe them less likely to find a good guy than you would think that a mediocre-looking girl is able to find a good guy. So because of that, she wants to hang around you and make it clear to you that she's not the slut that she made it seem like on the first night. It's not working, Terry, even though he's completely, like, in the palm of her hand right now. Doesn't mean that the scenario that I described as scenario number one, Terry, scenario number one is working, that all of a sudden he's being convinced that, I had it all wrong.
Right.
She's a good girl. Please. You ain't fooling anyone. He may be eating out of the palm of your hand, but you ain't fooling anyone, honey.
Right. And although
But Jermaine wants to let us know how hot she is, and he was able to hook up with such a hot girl on the first night. He wants to make sure that's clear.
That's who I am. I only get hot girls.
Jermaine is the guy who's able to take down the hottest of hot girls on night number one. We get it, Jermaine. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, so I don't understand why she's just not like, why can't we just do it? It makes no sense to me. You gave it to me already.
Yes.
So now you want me to put the work in. You know, I'm putting the work in, even if you think. Right.
Where have you gone over the past month? Have you taken her out to decent places, or you've put money into this situation and stuff, or what?
Crustaceans. We do
Crustaceans.
Movies, we go walks.
So he's really been whining and dining and treating her all right.
Which crustaceans? What city?
San Francisco.
Yeah, there's crustaceans in L.A. Maybe he whisked her off. Who knows?
Right.
Crustaceans
No. You're not going to L.A. if only given it to me one night.
But I'll take you to Crustaceans, one of the most expensive restaurants in town, but I ain't taking you on any weekend.
Please, debit card work.
You took her to Crustaceans and you didn't get any ass that night?
Wow.
No, I didn't. So that don't make no sense to me. So how could I take her to L.A. if I don't even know if we're going to do it when we get out there?
You have no excuse to be eating Crustaceans food and have your date pay for it and not lay your ass down, Terry.
I know you think that I am wrong. I know that. But really, the possibility of maybe her really trying to kind of feel the connection and get to know him a little bit more.
Well, the connection's not going to get any better.
As far as actual relationship.
What do you need to get to know me for anymore? You already did it to me once.
But that's just sex. I'm talking about
Terry's
a little bit more.
going on the theory that it sucked still. And I know you don't want to accept that, but she's going on the assumption that the sex with you sucked on the first night, and now she's trying to establish a connection to hopefully make it better.
Because she likes you as a, as...
Jermaine doesn't want to think that there's any possibility that he sucked on the first night, Terry. Why can't it be possible that you had sex with her on the first night and you sucked? Do you feel like you gave her your A game on that first night?
I gave her my A+ game.
Well, but see, your A+ game is you. That's your thought.
Terry, she took down 6 ounces of tilapia at Crustaceans with a side of asparagus and who knows what else she was eating in the finest of dining fashions. And then that night she says, no, I don't want to go very far. Yeah, nothing.
Well, then, if he's so, really, as you pointed out, we're kind of trying to clear away the confusion, so just cut it off and leave it alone.
No, Jermaine.
Just leave it alone?
No. Well, sure, aren't you at that point now? You gave her your A+ game. She ain't giving it up, so...
Jeez,
and you can't suck, right?
Yeah, but I mean, the excuses that she's giving me is kind of weird. Okay, one night she said, "I don't want to do it to you because I really like you and I want this to work. So if I do it to you a lot, I would get tired of it. I won't like it." Man, I ain't worried about all that. Just hump me, man.
Wow, it is hump day.
It don't matter to me. Like, if she wanted a one-night stand, that's it. That's it. Just tell me that in the beginning. I can move on and do what I got to do. If you want to continue this, we're going to have to do it, or it's going to be over anyway. You're losing me anywhere it goes.
So I don't know.
Well, Jermaine, if you have her number, we can call her and try to get to the bottom of this once and for all. I mean, this is pretty peculiar. There's no doubt about it.
No, I can't give you her number and let her call. I can't do that because.
Well, then we have to go with our speculation and listener speculation. Like Ryan. Ryan, you're on the air. What's your scenario that you think is in play here?
All right, Jermaine, I got some advice for you. Just give it up. Strap one on because I think she's got herpes and she's on an outbreak.
She flared up after the first night she was with Jermaine, Terry, and since then she's not interested in trying to pass it along to Jermaine.
She's got a couple of crustaceans down below. You might want to look out for them.
Come on.
No, I don't think that's it either. I don't think that's it.
I don't think that's it either.
Hot girls don't get STDs.
Right.
That's what they tell you at the STD clinic.
All right, so she gave you that excuse on the one night. Well, what other excuses has she given you? You said that was one night's excuse. That sounds kind of silly. What else did she give you?
Okay, last night she told me, I'm so tired. I just came from the studio and this and that. So, and then I touch her
What
ear.
studio?
Huh?
What studio did she come from?
I don't want to really say too much about it because her career that she's in right now and kind of popular, and I don't want to give too much up.
Kind of popular, like she'd have a recognizable name, or the studio is recognizable?
No, she has a recognizable name. She's very popular out here and what she does.
She has a recognizable name that if you say we'll be like, oh, I can't believe it's been Alyssa Milano all along.
Right.
You know, maybe, but I'm not going to tell you.
Of course, that's the most popular name out there.
Yeah. Also my favorite cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
She sings. So she sings. And
She
then
sings.
She comes to the studio, and then this and that. She's tired, and I want to go to sleep. So it's like 10 o'clock.
Well, Jermaine's story's getting weirder and weirder by the second.
Gotcha, man. I only pull really hot girls that are famous.
I only pull famous hot girls that have sex with me on the first night.
Right, and then, I just stick with them because I don't know.
My last name's Dupree, actually.
Natalie, what do you want to say to Jermaine?
I think she's got a side piece who's giving it better than Jermaine is.
Well, she's pretty much spending every night with Jermaine. According to Jermaine, she's pretty much spending every night with him for the 30 days that he's known her. They had sex the first night. They've spent basically every night since then together, and she hasn't been interested in having sex with him since then. So if she has other guys on the side, she ain't hanging out with them very much.
Yeah, she's not. So, I mean, it don't make no sense to me. We're together every night.
Well, what about during the day and stuff like that? I mean, are you with her 24/7?
When she's not making platinum albums in the studio.
Oh, wow.
She's with Jermaine. Okay.
Maybe she's worried if she gets pregnant, it'll ruin her whole career. You know, she's.
You asked me if I'm with her 24 hours a day. No, I have a job. I have to go to my job, but I do get off my job at 1:30, 2 o'clock. She calls me, then we hook up, then we're hanging out till 10 o'clock to the next morning. So I don't understand this.
And for 30 days, basically, at 1 o'clock when you call her, she calls you and you meet up in the afternoon, and it turns into the evening. You have had her push you away every time you've tried to have sex with her, even though she established on the first night that sex was certainly in the cards. Unbelievable, Terry. Can this story be true?
No, not anymore.
Oh, my God.
He lost you?
He's lost me. Just
because... I'm not going to call
here's the thing.
Sometimes people don't need to lie, and yet they lie anyway, Jermaine.
Here's the thing.
Well, Terry's going to Jermaine. Terry's going to tell you the thing.
She has the thing.
She's got the thing, Jermaine.
I love the thing.
Never
Go
mind.
ahead. Give him the thing, Terry.
The thing is that you're the guy who's claiming all this wonderful stuff, yet you seem to be pretty intelligent, but you can't figure it out. We give you suggestions.
Well, I can't figure it out.
No.
More than pretty intelligent.
But if he only pulls hot chicks, why is he wasting his time on her?
Because he likes her, A. Second of all, she's hot, B.
But yet he claims, either way, you're going to lose me. Just give it to me.
As I told you, listen to Terry. Terry is just like,
if
you're not getting it, you got to move on.
No, he said it.
You're saying it. He didn't say that. He didn't say if I'm not getting it, I'm going to move on. He said 30 days. He said after 30 days now, he's starting to think this after so many times, but...
But he didn't like your suggestion that he isn't that good, period. Okay, fine, I can handle that. But for him to even think that possibly there wasn't a good connection that first night, and she needs
They're connecting on every other level. Kaylee, you're on the air with Jermaine. What do you want to say to him?
I think Jermaine is making himself too available, and so she can go do whatever she wants to do, and she knows that he's always going to be there still.
Ooh, that's a good.
But that's the kind of thing that maybe if you're going out for like 8 months, a year, 2 years, you start to feel that way. But this is supposed to be a fresh new relationship for both of them. They're not supposed to be like getting tired of each other and one's too available and they're getting. I mean, that's almost the I'm getting sick of you kind of mindset, and that shouldn't be happening in the first month.
Well, it's only been a month, and he's still always there for her no matter what she does.
But that shouldn't prevent her from wanting to have a second round of sex with him. Something is more part of the situation here than just that.
Well, I see your point a little bit. I understand where she's coming from.
T-Man, since Terry doesn't believe me, I could show you guys her MySpace, not the radio, the people that's listening, though, because I don't want this to get out to where, because if it's going to be nothing, it will be nothing. I don't want no one to know all this type of stuff. But you guys can see her MySpace and see mine. And you see if she's hot or not, you let me know.
Well, if we see her MySpace, we'll know who she is because she's so popular. Then
no, I'm not going to give it to you on the air.
That's okay. No, yeah, if you give it to us off the air, then we'll keep it private and we'll respect the fact that you trusted us to not say it on the air. And this guy's doing Britney Spears. Wow.
No, it's not no Britney.
She's giving it up on the first night. She's giving it up on the second night.
Good point.
This ain't Britney Spears.
What about the third night?
Chances are she's giving it up on the third night, too.
I think I agree with you.
6 times on the fourth night.
Wow.
All right?
Yeah, he wouldn't have any complaints, I have a feeling.
Another girl.
Yeah, the only reason I said MySpace because Terry doesn't seem to believe me. The only reason I'm asking is because
all right, fine. We're going to take it. We're going to take it. Hang on. First, another Brittany, not Britney Spears, wants to make a comment here. Yes, Brittany. I don't think it's Britney Spears. Unless Britney Spears is in Oakland right now. Yes, Brittany, go ahead. Brittany, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead.
Jermaine, I just have one thing to say to you. She's a bop, and all she's doing is using you. You don't need her. You need somebody that's better than that. Why would you want to endorse yourself to something like that?
I mean, that only adds credence to the sex sucks scenario because he is taking her to crustaceans.
Right.
He is taking her to nice spots.
Right.
So
spending all his time with her.
So maybe...
And dining her, and she's not giving you nothing. What kind of relationship is based on money? Basically, that's what from what I've been hearing all morning with you on 94.9.
Oh, thanks for the plug.
I'm not giving her any money. I'm not paying any of her bills or any. I'm not giving her. I'm taking her out.
You're whining and dining her. You're whining and dining her, and she don't even want to have sex with you.
Brittany, if I told you right now that Jermaine would take you out over the next couple of days, would you accept that offer? Yes or no?
Yes, I would accept him on the first night. I wouldn't sleep with him because I have my own money and I'm not worried about nobody else.
So if you have your own money, you don't sleep with the guy on the first night?
So that's why I sleep with homeless people.
If you're in a relationship with someone and you guys have committed and you did it to him on the first night, okay, why aren't you? Is something wrong, obviously.
All right, well, let me just say this, Jermaine. She's got till this weekend, and that's the cutoff, all right? If she don't give you sex for a second time by this weekend, no matter what it is, even though you're dying to find out the reason behind all this, you can't invest any more time in this girl. That's my opinion on this. It's out of the... fine, if she wanted to play a little game for a little while after feeling kind of self-conscious that she gave it up on the first night, that's fine. But now it's gotten to the point where it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The cutoff is Sunday at midnight. Saturday night / Sunday. We'll give her till 3 a.m. because maybe...
Okay, right. I like that. A little grace period.
Sunday morning, 3 a.m. comes around, and Jermaine still hasn't had sex with her for a second time. You don't talk to her ever again.
Yeah, my cutoff was going to be tonight, but I'll give you Sunday, and I'll call you on Monday to let you know if I got it.
And don't hang out with her every day until Sunday. Hang out with her, give her 2 or 3 days / nights tops between now and Sunday. And if Sunday 3 a.m. rolls around and she's still playing a stupid game of hers, you don't have time for this, Jermaine. All right? But hang on, we want her MySpace. All right?
More than you know.
Yes.
Maybe she just realized that she thought that he was going to be more and then realized he's just a better friend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He just went to friend status. He's a great guy to hang out with, and that's about it.
So how quickly into the sex on the first night does a girl realize, he's more of a friend than I expected, I'm not feeling this. As soon as he penetrates...
Possibly, depending upon... Well, yeah, maybe.
I'm three-quarters of the way in. Oh, wow, I can see it on her face. I'm just a friend.
Well,
kind of like that, or what?
I've never had a friend let me do this to her before, but okay, here we go.
She could probably say, sure, he gave her the A+ game, and maybe she agreed. Yeah,
oh, yeah,
it's
that's
really,
right. Jermaine
really,
said he
really
gave her the
great.
A+ game.
And
A+ in his mind.
Yeah, A+ in his mind, and maybe, she did get a little satisfaction out of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean she, wants him for more.
Maybe that's that. You got the mic? Oh, he's pounding away on that keypad.
Wow, he does type with his heels, I told you.
Pasty Dave is going to find out for us who this famous mystery female is.
That could be me, dude.
All right, who do you think the possibilities are here? The little Danny Kane? What are we talking about here? What?
Could
never heard of him, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm guessing.
So he wants to make it like she's so popular.
Yes.
But the reality is when we see who she is,
we'll go, huh?
We'll be saying her name to everyone around. We won't. We'll honor his request to not say it on the air. But we'll be talking a lot off the air, trying to find out if anyone knows who this girl is. And no one will know her.
It's Terry Free's MySpace. Holy crap.
Well, everyone knows Terry. And Terry ain't holding out for a month, that's for sure.
Wow.
The T-Man Show.
Hey.
Can I just have some fun?
See a picture of Jermaine, Terry? You did? You'd like him.
Okay.
You'd like him, Terry.
Oh, good.
He's a good-looking dude.
All right.
You're not interested? You didn't want to go over to Pace's computer and see the picture of him on his MySpace? He's got a lot of hot-ass women on his MySpace profile, I'll tell you that. And the one in particular, all I could see was a little thumbnail, and I didn't recognize her little screen name, so I don't. It's not like I'm holding back information, although I promised Jermaine even if I knew who she was, I wouldn't say. But I don't know.
Okay.
Looks all right from her little picture.
All right.
That almost lends more credence to it, though, because if it was someone really famous, you'd be questioning it, right?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
Beyonce's on. Yeah, I'm with her every day now. She's not really giving it up.
All right.
Jay-Z calls sometimes. Screen him out.
What's that, Pasty? That's another picture of her? A bigger picture? Pasty's in her profile now.
Oh, it's bad for her.
Watch out.
Hey there.
Pretty.
Those look like some
Very
professional
pretty.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't pose like that at your home, do you? What is that she's holding there? A mirror? Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, that's a pretty picture.
Mm-hmm.
Pasty's already left her some weird, uncomfortable comments.
So they're a handsome couple, Terry. They're a good-looking couple, but sex-free for the past 30 days. Together 31 days. On day one, sexual free-for-all.
Hey, sweetie, thanks for the ad.
So you do the math. I don't know. I told you, man, what the deal is. Even if we can't figure out what the situation truly is.
Right.
Sunday, 3 a.m.
Right.
That's even pushing a little bit. He's gone the extra mile with this girl to try to figure out what's what. Taking her to Terry, Crustaceans is the highest quality restaurant with the worst sounding name.
Oh, I know.
All right? Why they decided way back when to call their restaurant name Crustaceans?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I think of underwear more than I think of fine dining when I hear the word, the title, the name, Crustaceans.
Right.
And yet, that's exactly what it is. Top flight, high priced, but worth every penny quality dining.
Sure. I'm assuming seafood.
Yes. You've been there.
Oh, that place?
Yes.
That place is awesome. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Was Jazzy with us?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that place is awesome.
You've been there, and everyone feels the same way who's been there.
Oh, that place is
Food's
great.
Yes. Seafood.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The crustacean, not the weirdest name, but yeah, it is a weird word.
I think it's a weird name to call your restaurant, especially when it's like a top-flight, high-quality dining restaurant. Crustaceans? Crust?
Right, I know.
Station?
But there is a seafood reference, so it's okay.
Well, I'm sorry. All I think about is Skidmore's. But anyway.
Wow. All right.
That have been there for a couple weeks. Anyhow, now tell me about this drama, Terry. I know that Hotshot kicked Gay out of Terry Cam. Not true. But
he disables the camera.
What did you do?
Disabled his camera so no one could see him, and I wanted to put a hot girl on there.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He wanted to put the girl who is now a regular, that calls the show every once in a while, that sends me sex tapes, Brandy, who now understands what it takes to be a part of Terry Cam.
Right.
She wanted to have a video spot up on Terry Cam.
Right.
So Hotshot took down gay phone operator's ability to be one of the 6 people as far as in the video area of Terry Cam.
Right.
And he put up Brandy in Wisconsin. A good move. I'm sure everyone, women and the men who are in Terry Cam, are both equally as excited that Brandy's up there and gay's not.
Right.
Who's going to say, no, I miss gay being up there?
He's had plenty of FaceTime up there, right? Don't we agree with that?
Brandy's a hot-looking, naughty-looking little female, Terry, with a little innocent but very suggestive glasses on her face.
Right.
That everyone's going to want to look at.
Sure. I'm not.
So why is gay pouting like he can't understand?
Well, it's the thing is that it's not. I mean, sure, he disables gay and puts up Brandy. Okay, but his little favorite guy, Hot Shots guy, Ace Jack, who is a lot of drama.
I want to hear about Ace Jack.
He always keeps him on, and and it's not just. I mean, he likes to stir up stuff.
Who does?
Hot Shot.
I like to put a hot girl up there. It's not stirring it up. I didn't kick gays.
No.
Still go in and chat with people like everybody else.
I understand that.
There's 6 spots and 6,000 people, so we got to divvy it out a little bit. Gays on there every day, all day long.
And actually, gay helps me with certain things. And
fine, he could IM you or
it's not like gay has any less of an ability to chat, right? He can chat just as easily as he could if he's posted up in one of the 6 video spots, right?
He's chatting as we speak.
Okay, so he's chatting
and
just as
Tony's
regularly.
in there every day, and
he's able to type FU Hotshot.
Yeah.
Easy. Done.
And
we all saw it.
Jen and Slime. Yeah, there are regular people, and I do like
He's
to kind of.
He's a big baby, that's all. He likes to try to control things. He wants to be the mod and kick everyone out.
And Hotshot loves to come over and let him know that you don't have the power I do.
I love it. I love it more than anything.
He does.
Ha hee hee hoo.
Well, the only thing that I wanted to speak about as it pertains to gay, and I've been trying very hard to try, and I have successfully tried and succeeded in keeping gay kind of off the topics of discussion. Over the past week, you've noticed that I've stayed kind of gay for Terry over the past week?
I know.
Okay. But something was brought to my attention that I can't even ignore at this point. Not that I want gay off the program, don't get me wrong. But he's just become too same story kind of stuff that I'm getting bored. All right?
Okay.
I got to admit it.
All right.
And I told Gay that. I said, you're coming on with the same stuff every day. I'm getting tired of it.
Right.
So unless something new starts happening, I don't want to hear about the Rainbow Coalition stuff and your little webcam issues and all that stuff. I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
All right?
I understand that. Mm-hmm.
So until something new and exciting or interesting happens in your life, I'm going to move on to other things.
Got
so
it.
we'll never talk to him again then.
And I'm happy with that decision.
Okay.
But something came to my attention that I can't even ignore. That may have to be discussed as it pertains to his life over the next, maybe not right now, Terry, but it has to be discussed at some point.
Okay.
All right? Mm-hmm. But I'd rather not discuss it now, so give me a story that will change the topic. What do you got?
Oh, geez. Oh, well, this is actually something that was left over from earlier today about David Hasselhoff and talking about Knight Rider and how it wasn't retro enough for him and he should have had more time in it.
So he's angry.
Time. Yeah.
He's angry.
Feeling that it wasn't,
It was kind of his idea to bring it back, and they put him in there for 10 seconds.
Yeah, they did at the
Thanks for your help,
end,
Dave.
and
I'll go
he didn't
eat a
really
burger on a carpet somewhere.
Right.
Oh. Play this in my car when I drive around all the time.
All right. So everyone's saying.
Trying to be relevant.
And the show was a pretty good success, too, the 2-hour
It did well,
premiere. It did pretty well. Well enough to be picked up as a series. Now he wants to be part of it a little more. Probably wants a couple dollars, because he kind of created that show. So.
All right, what else?
I have a little stat for you, if you'd like.
All right. Go ahead.
83% of men who pay for sex say that it's a form of an addiction. Not surprising, or...
Is that what now?
I said, is that not surprising? Paying for sex? An addiction?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never asked myself.
When you pay for sex?
That's right.
All right.
Okay. What else?
Here's something that I know you guys have talked about in the past. Apparently, when you have a little bit of hair down below there, it actually attracts the opposite sex. I know I recall Hotshot claiming that he kind of likes the old porns with a lot of...
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is...
So now that women have, across the board, At minimum, taken it down to a landing strip, and in most cases, gone completely bare.
Mm-hmm.
Men have decided all of a sudden they want hair back.
That's right.
So, and a sexologist says it's a good thing because actually, the hair emits
traps the little flies.
pheromones. So it is a sexual thing to have more down there these days. So those who have gone all bare, you're not emitting those sexual pheromones.
Trust me, if every woman goes back to 70s bush, guys are going to be begging for landing strips and the 6-year-old girl look again.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
I mean, not saying that... it's just that's what it looks like. It looks like if you shave it completely down to nothing, just did it that afternoon and you're with a girl that night.
Where are you going? I know.
Her VJ, in some sense, takes on the look of a 6-year-old. Not to say that guys are into that or anything. Just all right, maybe I shouldn't have gone with that. But
I don't know if I like the...
You're looking at me all weird.
I don't like the 72 bush. I like maybe 84. Like the 84.
So in 1972, it was like everywhere.
Yes.
There was no even comprehension of what grooming meant.
None.
1972. Who the hell knows about what was going on in 1972?
I've seen some videos.
You've seen some videos?
Yeah, he likes the older.
Like Taboo 2,
what
Debbie Does Dallas.
What about that one on Max Porn that's one of the most viewed? When you go to the most viewed on Max Porn, there's this one old clip that I told you about with Brandy something or other.
Right.
What was her 70s porn star name? Whatever. Brandy Bell or something like that? Anyway, was that like a 1970s clip or what?
I think that might be like 80,
because
81.
If you look at her situation...
it's tough to look at.
It is like everywhere. It's like the Gillette company hadn't even been formed yet or something like that.
No comprehension of...
No comprehension of the word grooming. Like grooming was a foreign word. It was everywhere. That's 70s? Is that what you're talking about? That kind of bush situation?
Yeah, I'm not really into that. I like more 80s.
What happened in the 80s? How did the evolution then proceed into the 80s?
Well, it slowly started to creep in.
With a little scissor, maybe?
Oh, yeah, probably with scissors,
With a little scissor. It wasn't necessarily a razor situation down there, but it was a little scissor, and they didn't know from bikini waxes yet, but they knew from a little grooming.
Right. Conscious of the bikini lines.
Right.
They became aware of the bikini lines. They started trimming.
Right.
They started trimming in the 80s. Right. And that's what you want to go back to.
Yes. I'm ready.
So nicely trimmed.
All right, so there it is, ladies.
Well, you actually have a nice happy medium there.
On your
go there.
Get set.
Because you do get the sexual pheromones, yet you still have a nice trimmed thing.
Go! With a nice trimmed thing.
The T-Man Show.